Hello and welcome, I'm ZombieCube, and this is episode 7 of the How Did We Get Here podcast. I play co-op with a guest, and we discuss their gaming history and how they got into Spelunky. Tonight's guest is none other than the Spelunky experimental scientist, Cosine. Say hello, Cosine.
Hello, it's me, Cosine.
Let's jump into it.
I didn't prep an intro or anything. That was all I had.
It's fine.
Was just that I didn't plan anything.
So, first question, as always, how did you get your name?
All right, so this name is just a byproduct of indecisiveness for many years, where I basically decided I keep changing my screen name to various inconsistent things, some of which are cringe and I don't want to talk about, but the important part is I decided at some point in my life I'm going to actually pick one. So I made the decision that most people do there, which is what are my passions, what are the things I like. I like math. Math is neat. And that was it. That was all the thought that went into that. I was like, no, I've never seen anyone with this name before in any of the communities I've been in. I'm just gonna pick a trig function, and cosine was the one that I liked the most because it had 2 syllables in it. It kind of stood out. It was easy to recognize if that name was called, so that seemed like the way to go.
Nice.
Because like sine was too short, and well, tangent is a gross function. So yeah, cosine was what I went with here.
I'm gonna grab the ropes and the bombs. I'm gonna go and get more money, and you can buy things instead of stealing them. Because
I will wait up here.
I really don't like dying to shopkeepers at the very beginning of the
I
podcast.
feel that.
Yeah.
If we can do this correctly and just first try this run,
sure.
I'd be stoked to see that happen.
Yeah,
like
me
you
too.
can break that at the exit if you need to, and then I can just buy the bomb box.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, then for the inevitable situation of the name being taken, 256 is the number of unique values in a byte in computer science,
yeah.
which is my other passion. So that ended up being the numbers at the end of the name.
Nice.
When possible, I just don't include them on anything, but I mean, Twitch, every name is taken, so I mean, you make do with what you got.
I am short on money. Let me blow up some terrain. That should be enough now. Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, yeah, if you break the ghost jar, that's enough.
Yeah. We're good.
I got him.
Sweet. What country are you from?
United States, entire life. There's no other lore to that. Like I was born here, I've lived here, I've never left this country.
Fair enough.
So.
I hear that an awful lot of Americans just don't leave the country, and when you have a variety of places to go, like on holiday and stuff, like people don't need passports. Like it's completely reasonable to stay within your country. My country is cold and dreary and wet, and people need to holiday outside of this country. What am I doing?
That sounds like a dream. I live in Arizona, and if you know anything about this place, like there's parts of this place that aren't terrible, but a lot of it is very hot and dry and gross. So cold and dreary and rainy is sounds like my kind of vacation.
Yeah, but that sounds like a vacation from where you live. You wouldn't want to live here if you're used to Arizona, I guess.
I went to Seattle once, and I was like, "This is the best thing that I've ever experienced in my life."
And supposedly,
I didn't live there. I just went there for like 2 days.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm aware that the spot I'm in is pretty good because nothing happens here.
Do you want to curse me?
Okay. Yeah, nothing happens here. Now hold on a sec. Let's do some flair. Will this break the ghost jar? I'm actually not sure.
Oh, should I move?
Align yourself.
Will that do it?
There we go. That's the style that we're looking for here. That's the science that we want on this stream.
Fantastic.
I actually didn't know if that would work, but I was like, I think you're stunned when you fall out of that, so that should do it. Arizona is hot and dry, but there's no hurricanes, there's no blizzards. It's not related to weather, but there's no earthquakes. So
yeah,
all in all,
just
can't complain too much. Despite how much I whine about this place, I'll take it.
We've got loads of bombs. Maybe I should just kill. Yeah. If you go and grab that,
you just blow them up.
Yeah, if you go and get the health and stuff, Oh,
He's,
whoa!
oh no, man, he's not dead. I thought you killed him, my Hexalotl. No,
I'm sorry.
I trusted you.
I thought he was dead. I threw a bomb at him. He didn't roll at me.
So.
It must have been dead. No, apparently not.
Is he dead now? Can I go over there?
You can go and get this money.
Okay.
I am going to nip up here and get the curse belt. And if you bomb down, and I'm going to try not to have to get dead. So that's my plan.
You're going to try to survive here?
Yeah.
Alright,
It's
so
like a mini goal for me.
Like, I don't care about this hamster. You can put it in the door if you want. I'll go the rest of the way into the gist.
I'm not that bothered. Just let me know when you're meant to leave.
Let's see, when do we want to, I don't know, I'll just start spamming the door. Let's see. We got
Tell me when.
jetpack. I'm ready.
Did you say jetpack?
Yeah, there's a jetpack and a web gun, which I didn't pick up. Please forgive me.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. What's your earliest video gaming memory?
Okay, so this is a wash between either some like MS-DOS games that my dad had or a Sega Genesis, I think. It was around the same time. This is stuff when I was like, I think around 5 years old.
Sure.
When my sense of time was not very good. There's climbers here. Do you like climbers? I don't remember.
I do. I'll take them because my jetpack blows up sometimes. Oh, no.
Okay,
you stay with the jetpack.
Okay, you get the climbers.
Why am I thinking there was an altar? There is no altar.
I have no idea. But yeah, to finish the question, I'm not sure which of those two things it was, but it was, I think, either just a PC with MS-DOS installed or a Sega Genesis that we had that were like my first like gaming experiences were on those platforms. It was basically both at the same time. Like my dad was the only one that knew how to use the computer, but we had some old like humongous entertainment games that we got at some point. I don't remember if those were DOS or Windows 98. But, like, again, it's all a big blur around that time.
Yeah,
you want to go up there?
Nah,
I'll check. Let's see if
I
there's a
don't care that
toy shop or
much.
something.
We got 33 grand and a jetpack, so it's okay either
There's
way.
nothing in here, incidentally, so you can leave.
I'll leave.
How convenient.
Why a Genesis and not a Nintendo console?
It was... I think most of my early gaming history was basically whatever my parents happened to have for whatever reason was just what I grew up with.
Sure.
Like, this is before the era where you just went on the internet and researched everything that you wanted to do because dial-up was like just becoming a thing.
Yeah.
And my parents, understandably, were a little stingy on this stuff, so they weren't like on top of all the latest technology immediately.
Of course.
So ultimately, I think we got the Sega Genesis from a family friend, and that was just the console we had because it was the one available to us.
Fair enough.
And that was it. So I didn't have a Super Nintendo. I did eventually like get to go back and play an NES, like the original one, because I think, yeah, my grandfather had one.
Oh, okay.
That is going to hurt. I have made a mistake.
Well, your grandfather owned a games console? That's kind of cool. We have.
I don't know when he got it. I don't actually know the history behind that NES, but I mean, I have it now. Like, I ended up with it, though I don't have a TV that actually has the proper ports to play it anymore.
Sure.
But I played that, I think, after the Genesis.
We have Black Market this level, and I'm busy trying to uncurse myself.
Yeah, I also lowered my health to 1 hit point just so you wouldn't feel left out.
And I really do appreciate that. Thank you very much. I feel
Black Market is center left.
Genuinely pleased about that. Wait,
you have it
or I have it?
I definitely didn't hover directly in front of a spear trap to lose all my health.
Oh, okay, nice. I'm glad to hear it. Where?
It's over here to the left somewhere.
Sure. I mean, it's clicking for me. Is it just here?
It's in here somewhere in this area.
Oh, it's definitely above me.
There you go.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Okay, cool. If I can get the pet and the hired hand to the exit, that would be amazing. We've already got the extra time.
We have both of those things.
Excellent. When did you get your first PC to game on?
Like my own PC, or just like access to a gaming PC?
I guess access to a gaming PC.
I mean, it wasn't a gaming PC, but it was the same computer that I played the DOS games on. Like, it just kind of got incrementally upgraded or
So
stuff got
super
swapped
early.
out on it. But it was my dad's computer. We didn't have a second computer for a long
Do you mind
time.
if I take spike boots?
I go for it.
Cool. You
So
can
we
take
got the
whatever
pet
you want.
climbers.
I'm going to go and get the pet to the altar, I guess. Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah, you have climbers. You can get out of
Do you
there.
know the boomerang trick to steal the
Yeah, I
head
do.
jet?
I
Yeah.
think I've like never do it, but I mean, let's go
Okay.
try it.
Yeah, we're a little bit.
You get out of
we're
here, so if
little
there's a
bit low on
horrible
money.
accident, only one of us dies to that.
Sure. My hitbox looks weird because I'm holding the cat, and if yeah, I think I'm about to get.
Do we even have a boomerang? There's no boomerangs in this level. It's a dark level, isn't it?
Oh yeah, good
We
point.
only have torches. We can't even do it.
Okay, fair enough. We don't need it, really, do we? I'm gonna try and get this.
I mean,
hide
we're
hand.
losing a jetpack if we don't account for
Yeah,
that.
I'm guessing it works with the. Yeah, let's just
If
not.
you're about to say it works with a torch, I'm almost certain it does not.
Really? Why wouldn't it work with a torch?
The boomerang, I think, physically works differently.
Oh,
Like, I think the
fair enough.
reason why people use a boomerang for it is because something to do with the boomerang's physics, like bouncing off of walls, changing ownership, is unique to the boomerang.
Now, lava would have just gotten blown up, but thankfully, Cosine is not going to fall for that. All right, I need 2 more points on this
I
altar.
mean, I don't know for sure, but I don't know if this is a good time to find out.
Oh, no, I don't want any more points on that altar. You don't have a Kapala, so we're going to skip over that. I can smash the curse part if you need extra money for anything.
For the hedge it, so we're just gonna not bother, I guess.
In fact, oh, okay, I'm at the exit. Yeah, we're not.
We have the bombs. You said we're going tide pool, right? Like, because we have the bombs that
we'll
just
go tide pool.
just kill Kingu with that,
Yeah,
so we
yeah,
don't even
yeah,
need the sword. We can skip chain
Go.
and still like kind of get back on the chain. So you ready to go?
Yeah, yeah. And when did you get your first like PC that belongs to you? May I have?
Yes,
Thank
yes, you may.
You might as well do
I'll go ahead
that
and do
while I
this while I
try
to-
and not die.
Yeah, I'll try to
But,
remember
yeah.
my answer to that. That's another one where I'm not sure. It might have been when I was like somewhere between like 10 and 15, I think, is when we got a second PC that was basically my PC was what
Okay.
it boiled down to. It was the one that I used so my dad could just use the other one whenever he wanted.
Sure.
We weren't fighting over who wanted to play video games on it or whatever. But I'm gonna tentatively say that was when I was like 15 latest. I think it was before then, but I don't actually know the numbers. So just like my pessimistic estimate is it was probably that late when I was like 15 or so. So
And
it was a while.
Have
I
you
think it was earlier than that.
have you mostly been a PC gamer since that point?
Almost entirely. Like I've had access to consoles like multiple times, but ultimately I preferred PC gaming. Like I kind of usually had a choice between like one sort of current gen console and then a PC. And
I'm an idiot.
oh,
and I
welcome to
died.
the welcome to the challenge.
Ah, thank you very much.
I mean, generally I preferred the PC, but I've had like a Nintendo 64 and then like most of the Nintendo consoles really. So it was Sega Genesis, then an NES, and then a Nintendo 64, and then a GameCube and a Wii, and I think that was the last one that I had access to. And there was a PlayStation 2 mixed in there at some point for like Katamari and nothing else. I don't remember
enough.
exactly the details of what I did on that console, but that was about it.
I remember the game. I don't remember being overly enthralled by it. I think it was just like a brief, oh, okay, this is kind of neat. Yeah, I died of boredom, by the way. I
I'm sorry to hear that.
I shouldn't have tried to jump on I guess, yeah, take the bow. I reckon bow.
Oh, we kind of had to take this.
I got bored and tried to jump on a witch doctor when I really didn't need to. So
Oh, you killed him.
Have you always considered yourself a gamer?
I mean, no, but once I decided I was a gamer, I never looked back. It would be
Okay.
kind of how I put that. Ow, I'm glad
Mosquito.
I have one hit
Yep.
point.
Yeah, that's why I got the cat. I don't have
My
climbing
hero.
gloves anymore. I don't update my memory very quickly at all.
We are really just barely getting by here.
Have you ever taken an extended break from gaming?
I have not. That's it, really. I don't know how people do that because again, I live in Arizona. It's very nasty and gross outside, and
Fair.
I don't do things outside. I don't go out much in general. I'm not sure what I would do with my time, honestly.
I don't know why I
I
still
know this-
think I have climbing gloves. I definitely do not.
It's like I know there's things to do, but I don't socialize much either. So
Sure.
really, I stay home all the time. Really, I'm just gonna end up gaming. That's just what I do with my spare time.
So I went
It
off
seems
to
like the obvious solution.
I went off to uni, and that basically meant that I didn't game unless it was like Mario Kart round at a friend's for 3 years. But yeah, that's the
Yeah,
only reason why I've really stopped. But yeah,
I was close enough to the university that I drove there every day. It was like 20 minutes or something, so I got to just come back home to where all my stuff was. And even if I didn't, I'm pretty sure I would have insisted on having a gaming rig at my place if I had a dorm.
yeah. Do you want to come and do quick ank?
Hold up. I don't think you can do anything funny.
Unless you want to go and fight Olmec.
Let's see, I have this. Nah, fighting Olmec is lame. We don't have to do that.
Yeah, cool. What's the first game you ever completed?
You can have the arm if you want.
Oh, thank you. Depending on the guest, will depend on whether I even suggest
I'll bait it up.
Why didn't he come then? That was weird. I'm going to leave you with that.
Grass is expensive here. I'd rather that we didn't waste our water growing that.
But yeah, when you have so many more 799s than me, I'm happy taking the Ank. That's fine by me.
Yeah, I'm not super invested in this run after we get there, because you usually end these after like 720ish or something, right?
Well, that's,
whenever we run out of
the goal,
questions.
but no run has ever been shorter than, I think, 740. And
Okay, well, we'll see how that
the
goes.
two 790 runs, we've then done another win afterwards, like Hundun or Tiamat. But we'll just see how it goes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you've actually been
you can
cutting them
leave.
short or not.
No, the only time we were ready to cut it short was with Shula, and she was like, "You can't cut a run short," so we didn't. We don't need a key. You have skeleton.
All right, I do have that. Well, let's see what's in here.
What was the first game you ever completed, or did we just do that? I don't think we did.
We didn't get to that. So that's another one of those. I'm not entirely sure, but I think. So the thing is, when I was a wee bab, I was bad at video games, if you can believe it. And video games were also hard back then. So like all those
They
like Sega
were.
Genesis
Oh.
games and stuff, I was awful at those games. So I never actually beat any of those.
They were
I think the
incredibly
first game
difficult.
I actually beat was probably Super Mario 64, if I had to guess.
And did
I'm
you
not
do
100% certain, but I think that was it.
whole 120 stars?
Probably not. In fact, I'm almost certain it wasn't all 120. That would have been way later if I
do you-
came back
do
to
you want
the game
pictures,
and did
mate?
that.
I don't mind either way.
Sure, if you don't.
Yeah, okay. I don't particularly like Eggplant Crown if we do happen to get there. So you can take
Yeah, we
that.
can try to go for it, and I'll grab it if we
Yeah.
get there.
Cool. So Mario 64, what's the hardest game you've ever beaten other than Spelunky game?
I mean, Spelunky HD, but if you want a more interesting answer than that,
Yeah, maybe.
It'd probably either be like one of the harder Isaac endings or like some of the completions for Isaac. This would have been like, I think, Afterbirth probably. I didn't play anything after that, so I think it would have been Afterbirth.
Yeah.
Or Cave Story on hard mode was another like extremely difficult thing that I eventually managed to do.
Oh, nice. I've heard Cave Story is incredibly difficult on hard mode, so yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Well done for that one.
That like basically broke me. After that, I was like, I don't want to play this game anymore. After I did
Yeah.
that, that was incredibly difficult.
I'm ready to leave.
I found Sparrow's note.
Cool.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you very much.
One item, it stuns you and doesn't do any damage. You throw it at your friends.
And try and scare
That's
them.
it.
I'm so stuck there. I'm not that stuck.
you
What
got
was
the
the
funny
first game you got
start
like,
door.
really deep into? I'll let you go and do that, and then clone me a jetpack, I guess. I could
Yeah,
watch.
okay, I'll do that. First game I
In
got
fact,
deep into.
I'm just gonna
You mean, like,
nip
just...
in. I'm gonna go over to the
Okay.
right. I'm not gonna throw the torch.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Like,
I would not survive that.
not necessarily addicted, but Yeah, just deep into.
It was probably RuneScape actually, as far as like major time consumption is concerned.
I hit myself
That
with a
funny,
torch.
crusty old MMO before WoW was a thing.
Yeah.
It was, I think it was RuneScape. Like I sunk an unreasonably large amount of time into grinding in that game. You want the jetpack?
Yes, please.
There you go.
Thank you.
I miss RuneScape, but I know better than to go back and play it.
Fair.
It's, I don't need more time sinks in my life.
And what was your greatest gaming achievement or accomplishment before you started playing any Spelunky games?
I think I'll go back to the cave story hard mode one.
Yeah, fair.
That's probably it.
Anything
that was
else
so
of
difficult.
note, would you say?
Yeah, we can't pick that up.
No, we can't. Should we kill this guy? We're kind of low on health. I kind of don't want to risk taking
What side
damage
is
to
it?
this
On
guy.
the left. No, I can just go down and whip.
I think I'm fine.
I'm going down.
I've also
I'm not
gone
gonna.
now.
Oh, you're also going down. Okay, I'm not gonna try to telefrag with the axolotl. That always
Okay,
gets
cool.
me killed. I try to flex and just embarrass myself. I can do it with like any other teleporter, but axolotl for some reason I always just miss space the whole thing and end up getting knocked off and then stun locked to death.
I didn't even realize I couldn't teleport upwards with Axolotl because you jump off. Because I use it that rarely. I was going to bring it up to you, and then I didn't need to. There is
Well,
no
got some
altar on this
shank.
level, is there? I'm almost certain there isn't, but I haven't been paying that much attention.
I haven't either. I don't think I saw one.
Is it
Let's
worth
see.
checking? We could check.
It'd be behind ton, I think, if we have one at all.
It's not behind ton. I think we've seen all of the top player. Let me just go and double check. Oh, we haven't. We haven't seen top right. But we don't have an altar. But
Alright,
I
well,
do
takes care of that.
have 3 bumps. Beautiful.
Alright, it had climbing gloves in it, by the way, so if you want to come back down here and grab those.
Sure, I'll take it.
Yeah, I would still, I think, go with the cave story one. That's, I think, the achievement I'm the most proud of.
Yeah, fair.
For the hard mode ending. Like, not the hard ending, but rather the on hard difficulty getting the ending of the game. The game also has like good and bad endings and all that. Spoilers.
Do we want this guy running around? He's gonna die any minute now.
Oh yeah,
right?
you don't like hired hands, do you?
Well,
did he jump in the spikes? Yeah, he took care of himself. But
Well,
you don't have to make
I
that moral
kind of
decision
took
now.
care of himself.
No,
but
all I saw was him falling in
Oh,
spikes.
okay,
So I'm going to assume he accidentally fell in. And
That's probably
we're
what
all good
happened
to
then.
go.
Yeah, probably, maybe, possibly.
Oh, those silly hired hands, they just can't stay alive for some reason.
I assume we're not doing the chain because we've got 2 jetpacks.
So, I mean, we
could just
can do it.
Not fail. I mean,
Okay,
sure.
we could just not lose the jetpacks. That's also
Yeah.
a viable choice.
Let's just not lose the jetpacks. We'll just
Oh,
be
that's so
good at the
simple.
game.
Just don't die, forehead.
Yeah,
it's that easy.
Exactly.
I don't know why I don't think of that more often. Honestly, it'd make these runs way simpler.
Okay, just a second. This room seems to be really rare, and we've got 2 next to each other. Is this super rare?
I don't think that room is rare, but it's not on path, so you're not going to see it all the time because it could just be way off to the side. But I don't think that's a rare room.
I don't think
That's
I've
an
seen.
off-path machine room, I believe, is what that one is.
I think that's what they call them. Have you ever seen 2 next to each other like that? I'm almost certain I haven't, but there's an awful lot of gameplay that I probably can't remember at
I
this
would
point.
guess I probably have, but don't really remember it. It wouldn't have struck me as terribly remarkable because there's not something special about that particular room.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and grab
Wumper-
myself those.
Wumper thinks it commonly generates in
spikes.
4.4. Maybe it does, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
4.4 doesn't have to generate any funny backlayer stuff.
absolutely.
Like, you're not going to see it as much on levels that have like more backlayer things going on, so in general you may not see it come up much in Tidepool.
Yeah. Did you play Spelunky HD before playing Spelunky 2?
Yeah. Like 700 hours or so of that game before
Just
Spelunky
700
2 came out.
hours. Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Not nearly as much as Spelunky 2, where I have like over 2,000 now. Okay,
Oh,
things
wow.
are blowing up above me. You clearing out the Yeti cave? Can I just not go in there?
Yeah, I'm on it. You can drop everything on me. Actually, not right now. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna hang out in the Yeti cave and
Well,
ask questions
I'm trying to
while
get
you
there's
get
an
to the
altar on
exit.
this level, so I'm trying to get the
Sorry,
Cupola.
there is an altar. Excellent.
Yeah, there's an
Excellent.
altar on the bottom half.
All right, stop. Well, don't drop any UFOs on me for a second. That'd be awesome.
I'm below you,
And I'll
so
come and
I
help.
would have a
Yep.
lot of difficulty doing that.
That would be tricky. So you've got 700 hours in Spelunky HD. Did you
Yeah.
ever speedrun it?
Not really. Like, I got the Spelunky achievement, but that's not.
Yeah. It's not really speedrunning.
That's not
is it?
really that
No,
fast
no.
when you realize like where the bar is set.
Yeah. Oh,
Please
whoa.
move.
Yeah, sure.
Did
I'll
you
take
see
that
that,
one.
or did you just like almost touch it?
I saw you collect it as well. So yeah. No, I wasn't that close to it.
Okay.
Just co-op, not quite there.
Yeah,
yet.
I didn't speedrun that game. That was not a thing I decided to torment myself with until Spelunky 2.
Fair enough. Have you speedrun it since?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Not a lot, but I did a couple streams where I did speedruns of that game. They were mediocre.
do you
That's what I've come to expect.
do you have like a speedrun PB now? Then is there anything like you can remember off the top of your head?
I mean, they're not good. They're worse, like, compared to the world record than the ones I have in Spelunky 2. They're probably, like, maybe 2.5 times the world record or something, whereas in this game, I'm almost always twice the world record in almost,
nice.
like, every
Nice.
category I've tried. But in HD, I think it's, like, closer to 2.5 or 3. Oh, I do not want to be
I'm
over
gonna
here.
leave.
This is scary.
If you're holding the clanker?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, I didn't really try in earnest to speedrun. I did like a couple streams of that game, and I think what was the other thing I did in that game? Oh, I did some practice for the anniversary event. Was the other thing I did with that game. I'm so glad I'm not dead right now.
I've got another altar here.
I'm just having fun with these old mites. Hold up a sec. I need to lose my jetpack real quick. Give me a moment.
Sorry, lose it. Sure.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to get hit by these flaming bodies while I get my.
Oh,
cloning
okay,
back.
cool. Good luck. I hope that works out for you.
You guys done bouncing around for a second? Can I pick this up, please?
I'm a little
Alright,
worried
I
we're both going to blow up at exactly the same time.
Successfully reacquired it.
Have you played Spelunky Classic? Oh, apparently I went in...
I made a mess. Oh, whoops!
Okay. Oh, yeah, you have.
I've made a mess.
The cat is probably in the back layer. Because
I'm good with
I haven't
not getting
heard
the
it.
cat if we want to just leave this level.
We could leave. It's fine.
Alright, what's the question?
Spelunky Classic. Have you played it?
I have not, and I never want to.
Yep,
That is my answer to that. That game looks
Yep.
awful. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or anything.
Like, it's just Spelunky HD, right?
It just
but
looks
not
like
polished.
a ultra crusty, unpolished version of Spelunky HD, and I've tortured myself enough with this franchise. You didn't let me get any of the health, my dude.
I
was
didn't even
looking
think
at
about
it.
it.
I
I'm
was able to
sorry.
reach
I'm
out and
sorry.
lick it,
I
and I
didn't
wasn't
think
able
about
to pick it up.
I was
It
about to
right
say
in front of me.
I was about to say I'm so glad that we survived Neobab.
Had
I'm sorry.
The whole buffet to myself. It was right in front of me.
I'm sorry. You can have my altar
Oh,
health
no.
as well, if that makes you feel better.
I can't believe you've done this.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It'll
Okay,
be fine.
you gonna go
It'll
for
be
the skip?
fine. Yeah, sure. I'll
All
get
the way
on
down
with
here
it.
is the backup strat.
Oh dear. How many ropes do I have? I have plenty of ropes. I'll be fine. I just messed up one rope. It's all good.
Alright.
Let me do this, and then I'll do the other thing. Yeah, I definitely should have called that out. I don't even think about it. My primitive monkey brain sees the exit, and I'm just like, I need to get out of here. Sorry. When did you start playing Spelunky 2?
Release like on PC.
Oh, nice. So like 2 weeks after
whenever
it
that
came out
was,
on
I got it when it came out. I
PlayStation.
was,
Yeah.
I
End
just got
of
it straight up, like, the
September
first day.
2020, I want to say. Yeah, that sounds right.
I think that's right.
Extra climbing gloves if you want them.
Oh yeah, for my other hand.
What made
we're
you
using this on the
keep
bag.
coming back to Spelunky HD? Spelunky 2.
I think it just had. There was more of it than HD.
Would
Like,
you?
not even just like Cosmic Ocean stuff.
You want to do it? Should I do it? Should we both do it?
I'll go in. If I'm gonna die, it's gonna be an
Let's
instant kill
let's
anyways.
both go in. It's fine.
Okay, well let me have the left
Oh.
side so that I don't have to run
I'm
through
gonna go
as much
right.
garbage
Yeah, I'll go right.
if I need to tank
yeah,
damage.
yeah, that's fine. I'm probably gonna take some damage heading to where I want to get to anyway.
Alright, I've already taken damage. Thank you, Vampire.
If I don't just
Very cool.
straight up get cursed. I did not get cursed. Yay.
Well done.
Oh, thank you very much.
Alright, well, I had a friend greet me immediately, but I think I'm fine now.
So what? Oh, whoa, whoa! What made you keep coming back to Spelunky 2? And
I
sync?
think it was just, it had more replayability. There was just more to do than
Yeah,
HD. So, like, comparatively, that's... That and the fact that I started streaming when I had this game.
Oh,
So
okay.
I also spent time speedrunning it. And, like, those two things collectively...
Yeah.
Have
Have we got one shot left?
Yeah, we have one shot.
Oh, cool.
Perfect. Let me go over here. There we go.
Perfect.
But yeah, it was the fact that I started streaming it, and just in general, it's a bigger game. There's just more stuff to do, and even without CO, I feel like there's more stuff to do with like the branching paths. But speedrunning definitely put a lot more time into this game for me, and online co-op put a lot more time into this game for me. It just had more stuff in general to do. HD, there were only so many like solo hell runs I could do until I'm like, well, I've done everything I want to do.
What percentage of your time have you put into doing online co-op?
Probably more than solo.
Oh, really? I've got a cat between me and my
beyond
monitor
that,
right
I'm not
now.
sure, but
I need to deal with that situation.
Okay.
No, you can keep talking. I just need to give her treats.
I'm just looking at you at the face cam, looking at the cat tail that just occupied the whole thing.
Yeah,
but yeah, to
she
keep
knows
answering
the
that,
tricks.
it's almost certainly, I basically guarantee it's more time than my solo.
Wow. That is a lot.
You can get that out of there. It's a lot. I love the co-op. I love what it adds to the game, the chaos, the variety.
Do you ever play random co-op, or is it always with...
I've done plenty of random co-op. Okay. It's a dumpster fire, but it's one of those like dumpster fires where you know what you're getting into going into it, and sometimes it ends up being really fun.
Yeah. You can leave.
Alright. Gotta go into focus mode enough to not like leave the bow behind. Let's get whatever this is. I'm sure this is like a third or fourth climbing gloves or that.
Me, I guess.
Yeah, go for it.
What did a typical run on Spelunky HD look like for you?
Once I figured out how to do hell runs, basically everything was a hell run. That was just... Yeah, there wasn't that much complexity to the whole thing. Like, I admired the simplicity of the game, but it ultimately, I could basically just get a hell run whenever I wanted to. Like obviously I still die in the mines constantly, but like once I got a good run started and robbed a shopkeeper and got a jetpack and a bomb box, it was like, yeah, this is a hell run. I just need to not like screw anything up along the way. I didn't keep doing like Olmec runs or anything like that.
Did you work out the chain on your own, or how much of it did you work out without tutorials?
I think I watched other people do it. I think I'm pretty sure I watched other people to learn how to do the hell run for HD. I don't think I discovered it myself. This game I did discover it myself.
Oh, nice. Am I about to get hit by that? Maybe. Nope.
Hit by... No, you're fine.
Oh, just the arrow nub. Nothing
you're
major.
Way off path.
I am, but I'm back on probably. No,
Please
this
do
is
not leave until you verify I have the bow, because I have to like, shoot it through regen locks.
Okay, sorry, we're just so close. We're so close.
Because I'm just realizing that's a thing that's absolutely going to happen. If
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. It's okay. There's lots of stuff going on up here. Right. I am ready to leave.
Right,
and you're here too. Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, so this is Hyundai. Let's not throw this real quick.
Oh, yep, that will...
That's immediately...
Yep.
Okay, I'll get it.
Sorry, I was just making sure...
I was just going to go over the top of it.
I was just making sure that I was there ready to help if I needed to. Right, I'm going to kill Birdhead here. Also, I've heard a lot of people calling it chicken head recently, and I don't see it. I don't see it as a chicken head. Like
I called it the chicken head the first time I saw it.
Yeah,
that was just before I heard anyone else call it that. I think I was.
It's going to come towards you, I think. No, we're good. We're fine.
Yeah, you're closer, right? It's whoever's closer to the center of the egg, like where the eye is, dictates what direction Hyundai goes in.
I did not know this.
With the usual, I think, 60 frame rule.
Just gonna
I-
kill
Yeah,
Snake.
I was ready to get that off of myself if you stuck me with it.
We're good. If you want to go and shoot the eye,
Yeah,
or
let me
we can
see
do
if-
it
Let
at
me
the
see what
top.
the lineup looks like. I could just do it right here. This is basically free. So I'm going to jump in immediately. Make sure you're standing somewhere safe.
Yeah, I'm good. Do you ever get angry while playing Spelunky 2?
Oh, do I? Like, not like mash my keyboard, ultra rage quit angry. I don't get that angry at games in general, but
Before you, never mind.
I will rage quit this game. I will alt F4 this game sometimes when I have like just had enough of what it has been delivering to me on a given day.
Can we hold
First
here?
try, by the way.
Can we hold here just a second? So, well,
Okay.
you know, not right now.
Jelly's on me. You can
Okay.
do whatever you need to.
Any idea? Yeah, I got it.
So hold here. You mean wait? Do you mean wait between levels?
Yeah. So just
Okay.
quickly, if an orb is right by the entrance and it's on the left-hand side of the entrance, you go for it. If the orb is on the right-hand side, I'll go for it. And then as soon as the level started, I'll go over to the right-hand side of the level. I'll clear the right-hand side. You clear the left-hand side. Try not to
in doubt, I go
cross over
left.
too much. Yeah, basically.
Okay.
It just avoids situations like getting whipped off the map by the other player.
Okay, in general, I literally will not press the whip button with someone near me at the start of the level,
Well,
like under any circumstances.
I certainly will. So yeah.
Okay, well,
but
it's for me more than you.
yeah, probably.
My protection, my safety, get away from you
sure.
is what you're telling me at the start of the level.
Exactly. But clear boundaries, it will help.
I'm not happy.
Do you
to
get
be-
angry at any other games, or is it just the Spelunky series, or is it just Spelunky 2? Does HD ever anger you like that? I'm
I've
on your
gotten
side of the
ang-
level. I'm sorry, it's quite a thin level.
How dare you?
I know, right?
I've gotten angry at other games for sure, but again, I don't get like super meme, angry, rage quitty very much in general.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, other games like Overwatch is a competitive game. I've gotten salty at. I've gotten salty with like Team Fortress 2. A lot of competitive games. Spelunky's one of the only like platformers that's gotten me with that kind of thing. But like now, I'm believe it or not, I am a human, and I get upset about things, even
Sure.
mundane things like video games. I just try not to be. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Should I warn you
position
before-
myself to avoid this. No, you can just break orbs
Okay.
on site if you want.
I'm
I'll
going to
tell
try
you if
not
I'm
to
in a safe
stand
spot.
on top of altars. Not altars, exits. Oh my god, brain no work.
My rule for co-op CO or solo is just don't be in a spot where you're going to die if the jelly just randomly starts moving.
This is good advice.
So unless I call it out, like I need to do something above the jelly, it's basically my fault if the jelly kills me, is what it comes down to. So you're absolved of any guilt from that. I said I will attempt not to die in that at all, because I am tired of dying to the jelly.
When did
But
you
yeah, Spelunky's
realize?
probably the most rage-inducing one of the bunch, just to kind of finish off that thought.
Yeah.
This game.
Just on a different level then.
I got 2 orbs, by the way.
I don't know why I just did that. Yeah, go for it. That should be the last 2 orbs. I have no idea where the exit is. Okay.
It was top.
I have a
leftish.
decent idea of where it is.
It's
Yeah,
top left.
I'm out. I'm good. When did you realize you were getting good at Spelunky 2?
At the risk of sounding like super pretentious, I
Only
was
4
always
wide,
good
by
at
the
this
way.
game. I was always good at this game, and it was because I
Okay.
carried over the 700 hours of HD experience into this game.
Sure.
So it only took me, I think, like maybe half a dozen hours to get the Tiamat win. Like after
Oh
I started
wow.
playing
Oh,
it.
that's your
And then I
orb.
think
I'm sorry.
How dare you? It's okay. I went right immediately. Anyways.
Half a dozen. So
Something. It was something like that. And I think it was like a dozen to get the Hundun win.
Yeah. Oh wow. A dozen is really good for Hundun. That definitely
again, it's
took me a couple of
because-
weeks.
The game wasn't familiar to me, but all of like the mechanics behind it were. So it wasn't. Oh my! I want
I'll
you to
be
know if.
fine. Don't worry.
Oh, you're
I'm good.
you're dead. So I
All
want you
right.
to know that flaming body also almost took me out.
Oh,
But I
God.
went up to the ceiling just in case, and sure enough, it went past the spot I was at.
It was my flaming body. Like that was entirely my fault.
Yeah, that same Yeti, I watched the stream. That flaming Yeti also almost took out my jetpack. I
Oh,
just heard the
God.
explosions and went and hid myself. But yeah, it was I think it was like 7 or 8 maybe for Tiamat, and I think it was 14 to 18 or something for Honda.
And you worked that out yourself? You worked out the chain yourself? Oh my god, in that amount of time. That's incredible to me. That really is.
It wasn't terribly complicated to work it out.
Yeah.
I forget what it was. I'm not going to say I didn't get any hints from streams, but I think I deliberately tried to avoid spoiling myself. So I kind of knew what people were doing, but not like why they were doing it or what all the bits and pieces were. I would stop watching a stream if it was like going sunken, I guess, is what the vibe I was kind of getting. So I'm not going to pretend it was completely blind, because it wasn't. I'm sure I got some hints that I didn't even realize. Where's the jelly? Is it on you?
I think I'm going to die. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm at exit, though.
Well, good thing you have that.
Yeah, I got that. It's all good. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's dirty. I'm looking at the stream right now.
Yeah.
Okay, the jelly's probably going to go for me.
It was also just really stupid, but if you can get to the exit...
Oh, I'm dead. No, I'm dead. The jelly killed me.
Okay.
Oh, this fell apart fast.
It did. Where is your stuff?
You need to go like straight,
or should we start a second run?
Are.
We could just start a second run.
If you want, we can start a second run.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm not gonna die to any enemies.
I had to dip to avoid the jelly, and there was just a curse cat and a cobra and a crush block down there. Average temple experience is what that was. Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of temple, but I'm sure we'll get onto our complaining about Spelunky in a wee bit. Let's go Volcano.
I can't wait for you to start asking me about things I can complain about. I've never been more excited in my life.
Let's skip ahead to how many hours did you have before you got your first 799? Do you want any of the stuff? You can take everything if you want. We're just going to rob him.
Okay, we're robbing him. That one, I don't know for sure. It is more than 100 hours. I'm certain of that. I get the impression it's about 200, but I don't actually have a hard number on that.
That's still really fast.
I think it was about 200. I played very carefully during the initial CO runs I did, so it didn't actually take that many attempts once I started getting there consistently to finish it.
If you're actually capable of doing, cautiously playing.
Yeah, the thing is, I didn't do it fast. The first run was, I think, 2 hours and like 40 minutes or something. And
that's not slow either.
Negligible improvement beyond that point.
I definitely wouldn't consider that slow.
You have a bug.
Ow! Thank you.
You don't want the
We
bug?
should probably get the key. Yeah. And did I hear you die, but you didn't actually die?
I probably rolled back. I cape flooded into those spikes, so you probably saw me die to that.
If you want to go and grab the...
I think 200 would be my earliest estimate, and maybe like 400 latest as far as like hours in this game. And it was a co-op run, but it was a co-op run where I was like the only person alive for the entire run. So I think it qualifies as my first win, and the first solo win wasn't that much later anyways. I think it was a daily challenge that I got the solo win in.
Do you remember what month it was?
I can just check. I wrote this down
that
because there's no
homework
saving me from myself. I can actually get the exact times. Or not, like I can get some like relative times on when this happened because I have a screenshot of that constellation. So hold on a second here.
I'm gonna leave, and we can stop for a minute.
Do we want to? No, we don't want to gist, right? We can.
Nah, it's fine. We can just sort of speedrun this. I say speedrun, but yeah.
Show on disk here. I'm just looking for my first constellation screenshot.
We don't need to free van. It will just get me killed.
Why is there a terrible chill running up my spine?
Because
this is not a time to be looking at that.
No, not a cent. Yeah, I've left.
Okay, now I'm looking at it. You can keep playing the video game.
Do you want to go and do the challenge while I play the video game? The incredibly difficult.
Look, I'm trying to answer your question here, being good, be a good guest. So here it is. That is the first co-op win. That was on January, almost February 2021. Looks like what I have for that. So yeah, this game came out in 2020 September. So yeah, it took me a few months after the release to get the first co-op one.
Yeah.
And then I think the solo win is I have like 7 screenshots of the first constellation. The solo win looks like it was like mid-February is when I got that, so it didn't take that much later. Alright, I'm doing the challenge now.
Stuff is trying to get to me.
First. But yeah, that's when abouts that happened. 2021, right at the beginning.
How many?
And they were only like half a month apart.
Yeah, that's pretty quick. How many 799s have you had solo? Do you know the number?
32. I have the number. It's 32.
And how many of those were on the daily, or just percentage of?
I think about half are the daily. I could find that stat, but it's not terribly interesting. I'd have to go check what I wrote down, but it's basically half of them I think are dailies and half are just regular runs or some speed runs in there. I think they're mostly dailies actually because of that Spelunk Summer thing that happened a year ago.
Yeah, I remember.
So in retrospect, they're at least like 2/3 dailies, I think.
Are you holding the bow?
Yes.
I'm gonna leave. So, I was under the impression that you did quite a lot of daily challenging, but I guess not. It was mostly because of the Spelunky thing.
Yeah, it came and went. I did a lot of dailies, and then I stopped doing a lot of dailies, and then I started doing them again. Dry drill, you love to see it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it kind of comes and goes, and I haven't wanted to do dailies seriously in quite a while. I did a bunch of like 7-4 speed runs for a batch of dailies.
Yeah, me
but
too.
Just in general, I kind of got burned out on going to the Cosmic Ocean, so most of them are now just co-op runs when I end up doing that, which are a little more interesting.
Oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to speed run. Yeah, never mind. I'm just being an idiot. Don't worry about me.
You can have Vlad's, by the way. I have spring shoes.
Sure. I'm okay with that.
Speaking of Vlad, he's down here. That's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, I know. I forgot.
He doesn't go there. He's supposed to go in the wall.
I was doing my low percent Vlad, just steal the crown and leave thing, and there we go. Finally,
there you go. First try. Let's go.
Nice. How did you do in the Spelunky? And should we just explain to people what it was? I'll just run through that.
Let's start with what it was first. I'm not holding the bow, by the way. Don't leave.
Okay, I'll do my best.
So starting with what it was for the entire month of December 2021, I think. Last year.
Yeah.
The goal was do every daily challenge in that entire month and get as far as you can. And there were like, I don't remember, like 30 people or something. I got 4th place is what it boils down to. The reality is I think only half of the people competing stuck it through the whole time. If I recall correctly, like actually did most, if not all of them. I did attempt, I think, every single daily when I was doing that.
I think I snuck
I got 4th place in it. And I think I got like 9 or 10 on 799s or something, including 3 in a row. It was something like that. That's part of what broke me into not wanting to do those anymore. That was just... I streamed all those too. That was the only time I ever had a consistent stream schedule. Yeah, go for it.
Cool.
But like, I streamed all those. That was... That broke me. That was too many dailies, too many days in a row. Oh my goodness. I don't regret participating, but I would never do that again. We don't really have a lot of bombs. Do we just want to fight all neck?
Yeah, sure. I can totally do that. I'll do that while I ask questions, I guess.
Just pop up in Wild's room.
So that was the last time you really played the daily, and...
I think I might have a 99 after that. I might have streamed one or something, but I'm not... I think that's... I maybe have like one more like daily 99 after that, if any at all.
You can go and deposit the bow if you want to.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Cool.
I was checking the rafters to see if there was anything funny up there.
Oh, that was tight. Oh dear. Nothing. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. Yep, it's all good.
You're doing great.
Yep. That wasn't close at all to my death. Nope. There's at least 2 pixels in that.
You're just doing a 5Y. That's the fastest strat. I'm sure it was completely clean.
I've been speedrunning so much recently that I just fall back into it. I used to play so many dailies. Like, there are probably several months where I played all the dailies in the month. So that's how I've done most of my gaming. You can take the Ankh this time. Please take the Ankh this time. I'm just going to go through the back layer anyway.
I will use it irresponsibly.
Yep, I'm okay with that. I certainly
will-
used it
I will use it on-
I can't say that word. I didn't know I couldn't say that word until right now.
Learn something every day.
Do you know roughly how many 799s you've had co-op?
65. Exactly.
That is loads, jeez.
I have 97 in total.
How do you keep track of that?
I've literally wrote it down. I have a command on my channel to show the number of wins. So I've been keeping track of this.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, go for it.
I won't ask you to name all of the people that you've played with to 799.
I can't. I am capable of doing that, and I'm not going to.
It's fine. Can you just list a few notable people?
Well, I mean, as far as streamers are concerned, most of like the big streamers, we have one, right? I think we have one.
Maybe.
We might.
Maybe.
I'm checking on that one.
I'm not sure.
This is important.
I haven't played an awful lot of co-op. I'd be surprised.
We might not.
I'd be surprised.
Okay, we don't have one. All right, we don't have one specifically, but a lot of like the bigger streamers, I've got one.
We don't have one yet.
I've got one. I have one with I think Jess. I've got one with like Poison type. I have one with Twiggle actually.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I did get one with one of Twiggle's co-op runs as well.
Oh, cool. I'll wait.
So like just a lot of the names like that. I say big names. I'm sure I'm missing a ton of people. There are so many streamers I've gotten co-op wins with. I show up in their viewer co-ops and force them to stream 2 hours later than they wanted to that day. It almost feels bad when I do that.
Well, one of these days, you can show up in my viewer co-op and drag us to 799.
Well, I mean, you've decided to stop at 720, and I don't blame you because I'm sick of going to 799 in all these runs.
I think 720 is a sensible place to stop, but I think like the last run of the night, I often see how far I can get. Why did I do that? Are we taking?
I think we're leaving is what we're doing because the coast is there.
I was thinking, are we gonna steal the? I hate this. Are we going to steal the dice so that we can get climbing gloves? But whatever. We could just do the chain, couldn't we? Yeah. We're kind of past that point now. I'm going to go and do the challenge.
I think we can get the that skeleton key. We're ready for that.
What?
Let's see what else is. Oh, I can get the hired hand. Yeah, we can get Kapala on this level.
Okay. What Spelunky achievement are you most proud of?
I mean, it's probably the 799s, just in general. Like, I don't have a specific favorite one or anything. I don't think I've done any that would qualify as exceptionally hard. I think I've done, like, the hardest 799 I've probably gotten was just mustard cape with, like, no spring shoes. Like, I think I had a co-op run that was like that.
That's still decent.
We never got a good back item, and I somehow stuck it through the whole time.
What's your fastest 799 solo?
It is 1 hour and 41 minutes.
Oh,
it's the one
good.
I submitted to Moss Ranking. It's
was that with Vlad's?
It's good, but it's not good at this. I think it was a jetpack. It's good, but I mean it's not really that good as far as speedruns are concerned.
Yeah.
I've come to accept that.
Do you want me to kill Big Fish?
Yeah, it'd be faster if you do it. It's on the left. You can come down on the right and get down here safely. Or not. Do it.
I don't really
die to the fish.
I don't really do safe strats very often. Hello. Would you mind following me? Yeah. Oh, whoa. We've got a eggplant run, and we've both got where? Can you come up here, please?
Yeah, I'll pitch the president.
Yeah, we got it. Look
at your chat.
Should we go?
Hold on a sec.
I don't look at chat during this.
I'm looking.
Wait
Am I
a
not
second.
supposed to look at chat? I'm looking at your chat right now. Is that
No,
illegal?
I don't
Am I
look
not
at
allowed to do
chat
that?
during this.
They're talking about crashing on a 798 run, and I'm wondering if that's something I need to avoid somehow.
We could get a double eggplant crown. Should we aim for double eggplant crown?
I mean, if you want,
that'd be fun.
Something we could do instead of like the care package.
Yeah, sure. Oh, whoa. We don't have enough bombs, and we don't have any climbing gloves. How are you at bubble skip?
We can I mean, I could probably do it, but do we really want the run to hinge on that? Or do you just want to clone me for a hired hand and use that
We
instead?
could do that. Do you want the red cape now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually,
Clone. Well,
that's
okay,
going to be
hold on.
third. That's going to be third. No,
That's not gonna. That doesn't save us any
yeah.
items.
I'm going to clone
Where's
this
the
for you.
sword?
Oh,
Okay,
at the bottom,
okay,
because I'm
go
an
ahead.
idiot.
I'll
You
go
have a
bring the
red
sword
cape.
up.
We'll just use one. It'll be fine. We don't need two. I don't even particularly like it. Also, I should put one of these capes on before I die to full damage, like a fool. And
Oh.
when did you start making mods for the game?
Well, hold on. Let's finish our thought here.
Oh, okay,
Is this
sorry.
what we're bringing? Are we skipping the chain?
No.
'Cause
Let's
I'm
not.
capable of spring shoes bubble skip, but I mean it's
Let's
still
not
only
have it
like
hinge
maybe
on
like
that.
70%
No,
consistent.
let's do this. Yeah, let's take this combo.
Well, you might as well clone me so we can get a funny teleporter or something then.
Sure.
Clone me. We're gonna leave it.
Okay. Wait.
No,
Are
I
we?
want that teleporter.
Is that you or the hired hand?
I don't know. What do you think?
Oh.
Do you think the one not wearing Vlad's cape?
You can have that.
Well,
You can have the
okay, well,
HP.
I thought we were gonna bring the teleporter, but sure, you can just sacrifice my only my only friend
we can
in
do
these trying times.
teleporter. Oh man. No, it's fine. Let's just do the thing
Alright,
normally.
now that we're adequately distracted,
When did you start making mods for the game?
let's see. Really, I think it was shortly after the scripting API matured, and I don't know when that happened. What I mean by matured is that basically you could run mods on this game and they would just kind of work, and you didn't have to worry about it being broken.
I'm
Okay,
not.
about it and whip
I'm
the
not
eggplant
gonna
thing.
take the sword in with me. That would be foolish.
Like,
Wait
I don't know
a second.
when exactly that happened. But
Arrgh. I've just realised
when
we
was
don't
that?
have enough bombs to do skip. We don't have paste. Do you want to go and try and do one bomb skip?
I'd like to look around and see if we have any better options
Sure.
first. There's a secret door on the left, so let's see if there's a
I
ton
see
shop in there
this.
with
Yeah,
bombs.
I'll use a bomb.
Okay, you go and check that. I'll go check down on the right to see if there's anything.
There is a ton shop, but it has it has a teleporter.
It has a teleporter.
Yeah. So that works.
I mean, we have to leave an
I'll
item,
do
or
it.
I have to use the teleporter to get out of there. I should
Yeah,
do it because I have the Ankh.
Yeah,
So
sure. Okay, that's fine by me.
I will
Where
try to
is the
survive
eggplant?
with the teleporter. I'm holding it.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna just
will.
drop a
I will
bomb here to
come
save us some
and
time.
try and get this eggplant off of you.
Okay, we can just stop this guy.
Where is it? Back
Well,
there.
I'm going down to the bottom here. So
Okay.
the idea is we do not leave at all. I try to use the teleporter to get out of there.
Yeah. Cool.
So
Sounds good.
I'm checking the alignment. What room am I going to wind up in? I'm going to wind up in the room with the spikes, I think. Or what am I going to?
Do you want me to use a bomb to destroy their
We
spike?
have this. No, I need to just teleport up the right tile, and I should be fine. There's a chance I die. I'm gonna put a bomb there and teleport up the right. I think I know what to do. If I die,
Okay.
it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm gonna use a bomb here to make this teleport. It should be guaranteed safe if I just mash 3 times, and then I'm gonna go buy the teleporter and try to do the thing. So
Okay.
let's get this done. We're running
Okay.
a little low on
Yeah,
time.
a little bit.
And
We
then
should be okay.
fine after that. So I'm just gonna set it off and TP up.
Okay. Good luck. Are you placing a rope to grab onto?
Hold on, there's a hermit crab. Bomb box, please. Ropes. Nope, couldn't happen.
Oh well. Are you going to place
Alright,
a
so
rope to
let's see,
grab?
I'm gonna rope here. Well, I'm TPing straight up.
Okay.
Okay, I'm good.
You alive?
So let me go
Excellent.
down and get the eggplant.
Mhm. I should probably. Oh. Cool.
Excellent. Alright, you can
Right.
leave.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, sorry, Chad. There's so much to focus on here. I'm not going to be seeing most of your messages. I think I see why zombies not reading Chat either.
Oh yeah, there's so
too
much
going
to
on.
do
It'll
already.
derail our
I can't.
It'll
I can't do
derail our
chat.
conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I don't want to tell the guest to not look at chat. I just tell them that I don't look at chat, and we see what happens with that. Really, yeah. And how many mods have you made, and how many have you collabed on?
Let's see. So I've got 4 mods that I made. and one that I've collabed on. I haven't done a lot, but the HD mod is the collab mod. I contributed something to the sound engine for that, like the music engine. You still have to do some hacks to get it to work, and that might be something that we get polished off before it's released. But besides that, I've made Super Keel and Skip Turbo, which is the one most people know me for. Spelunk Nautica, which is just an underwater mod that is, I mean, it's kind of fun. It's not as like thorough. And I made a mod that makes shopkeepers make the Lego Yoda death sound. Go figure. That's my most popular mod. That's it. That's all that mod does. There's no scripting in it. It's just an asset swap that I thought of one day, and I thought it'd be funny. And it is funny, but it was very low effort. Did you wake the eggplant child?
I did not. I just put it down.
Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, yeah. If you want to look after it, please feel free. Why am I in here
Will do.
with Percy? Percy, good luck. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Okay, and
Let me grab
to finish that question, the last mod was the Constellation name fix mod for back when the devs couldn't be bothered to fix the crash that would happen and all the Constellation names being wrong. I made the mod that swapped out the assets to fix that problem, which it's obsolete now, so I have it unlisted. So like it still exists, but ultimately there's no point using it anymore.
Sure.
It'll just make all of your Constellation names wrong. Which I've seen that happen to a couple people. I've had to tell them, like, you can turn that off now. They fixed that.
You could just rename it. You could just, rename it to, wrong constellation name mod or something. But,
I mean, I just put a big, like, obsolete in, like, the description for it and explain that it's finally fixed. So.
I'm leaving. Is that okay?
Should make an elevator fix, and it'd be a script mod. Wouldn't work in co-op. I don't see what the point would be.
I think it's right.
It would also not... Elevator fix wouldn't be valid for speedruns either.
Yeah, it would be nice if they had fixed elevators in this last update. Wait, I haven't even checked. Have they fixed elevators? Probably not, right?
I don't think they have.
Why am I leaving without telling you?
I don't know. I mean, I don't have anything super important. I mean, we just have to find an elevator that needs to move more than like 5 or 6 tiles, and I think we'll see it. Elevators are not fixed. Yeah, that's what I saw.
Tool Onyx Snake.
Okay, yeah, you do that. I'll actually traverse this level. The eggplant child's at the top. As long as I don't do anything stupid and die, I should be fine.
Take too long. I've got it. No, is that tool? I guess it's tool. It just didn't look tool. Okay, fine. You're safe to leave whenever you want.
Okay, I'll check your stream before I go through the door to see which one you grabbed. You got that's tall onyx snake. I didn't check what the tablet was, so I'm assuming that's right.
Yeah. Probably, maybe.
All right.
Ooh.
We haven't actually spotted an elevator. What do we got in there?
Ooh.
Paste.
Well, it will be good for one level.
You have 1 bomb and I have 0.
Okay.
Let me give the eggplant child this.
Okay. Maybe take a pile of ropes each. You can take the paste. I don't care about paste. You can also take the sun challenge bag. Sorry, I'm trying to think about multiple things. I'm at the exit. You can go and take the health.
I really want to find an elevator before you leave.
Okay.
That is misaligned to verify this question. They only do it if they have to move a few tiles, was the observation I made. And I'm looking for one that does that. And of course, we somehow managed to not get that horrible vertical room with the 2 lasers. So we don't have like
it might be fixed.
the go-to example. That's pretty lined up looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we might see them in CO if we don't find them here.
Sure. We'll try and pay attention. You got the health, did you?
I didn't even go in there, and it doesn't matter.
You know what we're gonna want? The Chelan?
Well, the eggplant child has it.
Oh, okay. Sure. Let's leave then. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even go in there. How do we both have 20? I guess we had jellies.
Yeah. I got jelly on ice caves. Any other mods that you've worked on, or is that everything? And
so that was it. I listed it off.
Yeah.
I have an embarrassingly large number of unfinished mods, but no actual released ones.
Can you tell us about any?
I've shown a lot of them on stream. Like I'm still actually working on that AI range viewer that some of you have probably seen that shows like interaction ranges for enemies, like how far they can see. That I've actually done a lot of work on that mod, but it's still in this like
I'm leaving.
crusty, almost but not quite presentable state where it works mostly, but I know there's some things that are wrong or missing from it. That's definitely something I want to release. And then besides that, a lot of the other mods are just stuff I made for myself, like to test things, like
Sure.
just kind of science mods. I have like a warp mod that can go to like certain cutscenes and stuff. But I do want to release the range viewer because I think people would be interested in having that. I'm not making any guarantees about the other ones. This is like a free mother statue. You love to see it. We don't have to navigate the whole level to do this.
Wow, let's check whether the Sun Challenge is on this level quickly.
And the range viewer is actually going to be like an AI visualizer is kind of what it's boiling down to, because I also have it showing like targeting mechanics now, so you can see the frame rule for when enemies switch targets and all that fun nonsense, and observe how it takes only like 200 frames to do that, but it's 60 for every other entity in the game. So there's a lot going on there, and I'm going to try to get all that. We are poor. How'd this happen?
Yeah, do you want me to smash the curse belt?
Can you not smash the? That's not a good way to get money. Can we not?
What? It's a great way to get money. Right. We've got enough now.
I mean, I guess that's a good way to get money, but at what cost?
I could just dance around with the ghost for a while.
I mean,
it'll be fine.
Technically, yes. Or we can just not do that. Like, we threw the first CO round. Let's make this one count. Alright, I'm just using the sword to do the challenge now.
What?
So this is basically free.
What mod are you most proud
switching
of?
Target. Well, hold on. This is a relevant chat message. Yeah, Cloyce, that is how I discovered that and posted that in the science channel. I was looking at the 60 frame like timer for it and watching how it was ticking down, and it was ticking down like 1 frame every couple seconds, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I should report this because people already hate the scarabs, and I just want to share more sick intel on why they're bad.
What
so that's how I discovered that.
What would make them program the game like that?
Like, I'm gonna grab this because I know bombs.
That's kind of bonkers.
Well, it's a bug. Like, it's not supposed to. It's so as it was described by Jay, I believe. They put the function that updates the timer in the wrong spot. So like there's basically a lot of enemies have the same 60. Basically, they have a timer that counts down from 60 to 0, and then they check for the closest valid target. They switch to that, and then wait 60 more frames to switch again. And what it boils down to is
arrow.
Due to funny state machine jank and the way they programmed all these enemies, the scarab only has 1 frame in which it's able to update that timer. Because when it's in its movement state, it doesn't try to update it. Because the scarabs alternate between flying and then waiting for like a split second, and just due to the way that happens, they basically don't update it, except like during 1 frame before they start moving again.
If I take all the health and you take the crown, does that sound good?
I mean, no, the crown doesn't give me any health.
You can take
it doesn't matter. There's 2 health on the crown and there's 2 on the left, so go get the 2 on the left and we'll be like almost identical health.
Okay, cool.
It's actually like perfect.
Excellent.
Oh, there were 4. Well, never mind. Whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
We got plenty. Let's leave. Let's go. What mod are you most proud of?
Definitely Super Q and Skip. Oh my goodness! Please don't hit me with that. Super Q and Skip
Turbo.
You
could have.
I would have bounced into the altar and died. I think
you could have done.
Me with that.
Certainly could have done.
But it's absolutely Super Q and Skip Turbo. That's my first mod I made, and that's I think the best one. I literally have not had to update that mod because like nobody has said there was anything wrong with it.
So
there's a couple features I definitely want to add to it if I ever have to touch it again. There is actually a bug now, I think, with the options because
I'm on the wrong side.
Overlunky changed how options are saved, so they don't reset correctly. I think is the problem now. But that mod has been so robust that I've been afraid to change it for fear that I might actually break it somehow. And people have told me that's been incredibly useful to them, which I'm always super stoked to hear about.
For anyone who doesn't know what it is, do you want to describe it?
Yeah, so basically, Kill and Skip is this fun tactic that the vast majority of speedrunners use. Dog, 1 hit point. This will save the run. Watch, we'll finish this run poisoned with 1 health. Anyways, it's this mod that basically script a ton
Oh,
of
I
prep
hate it.
work for doing kill and skip. Like every kill and skip except the one with the caveman bodies, pretty much you can practice with that mod. If you're gonna try to kill Hundun, I wasn't sure what you were doing there. If you're gonna try to kill Hundun, give me the bow. Otherwise, I'll stomp him.
Yep. I'll kill Hundun.
All right, I'll take the bow. Yeah, I'll explain more.
Oh, I hate this. Oh dear.
Done.
I don't like this at all. Oh,
Get the bow. Get the bow.
okay?
Get the bow. Get the bow. Get the bow. I was just shooting my way through it, and you're just all like, "Oh, hey, I'm here now. Let me just whip through Cosine.
That was really close.
And go through the regen blocks while I'm just minding my own business."
That was a little hint of the anger as well. That was cool.
I was getting upset when you kept standing on the left, not getting the bow.
I was trying.
Like,
I was trying. I was
confused.
honestly trying. I'm standing in the spikes because I don't want to try and get out of them. So yeah. Anytime you want to go through, let's.
Close, you copied that, right? You didn't like type that out, or is that just not even what that strat is called? I don't even know anymore. I'm gonna just wait for Honda to get to the top to shoot the arrow. You can type it on command. I'm sorry to hear that. All right. So, anyways, Super Kill and Skip Turbo. Basically, you can practice every kill and skip that's reasonable using that mod. It's scripted to just give you the items that you want. When you load in the level, you can spawn ropes, you can kill Tiamat, you can spawn at the top of the level. It'll break the tiles to spawn bubbles under you. You start with however many ropes, bombs, hit points. Basically anything you could really think of that would be practical for kill and skip is available there.
It sounds like I should use it because I have been putting off learning bubble skip because it looks like Ball Lake. I think that's okay to say.
It really depends on which bubble skip you're doing. Some of them are awful, like rope skip.
Oh, yep.
Like originally, it was just for me to learn spring shoes bubble skip. I eventually was like, you know what? I'm gonna release this. I have the eggplant crown. I can't backflip. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
You do.
Nah, I just have to get used to that. I'll figure that out in a couple levels after I maybe deck you in the head with a couple eggplants or something.
Sure.
You know, the usual with the eggplant crown. I'm gonna try not to throw horizontal eggplants in the loop because that would be not nice.
No idea where the exit is.
I know where it is, and there's like 70 enemies on it, so give me a second.
What's your background in programming?
Wait, well, hold on a sec. Soviet
sorry.
brings up a good point. It also highlights which bubbles are correct. This is not even a podcast. It's just a pitch for Super Kill and Skip Turbo at this point. It highlights which bubbles are going to make it past lasers, so you get like immediate feedback on whether or not you're doing things correctly. I'm going to not break this orb until you're done there, because I see what's happening on stream right now.
It's fine.
You good to go?
I love Temple. Temple's great. Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Anyways, yeah. What's the next question?
What's your background in programming, and did it help to have that background when making mods?
Extremely. So I'm a professional software developer. Like that's literally the job I had. Like I'm unemployed now, but I worked for 6 years in software development. Like that is just my profession, and it helps tremendously.
Oh, I'm so stuck here.
Oh, you're
okay,
fine.
that's
fine.
fine.
I pretty much went into modding in this game. First of all, it's programmed in Lua, and Lua is basically just a scripting language. For anyone vaguely familiar with the concept, I'd say it's closest to JavaScript, but it's a little bit well, it's actually a lot simpler, but fundamentally it's kind of on the same tier as JavaScript and like how it works. I think it's not a typed language is the terminology for that.
It's only too high this level,
It's interpreted like on the spot when you write it up, and like compiled into C, I believe is how they do it. They have like an interpreter that you bundle with software. A lot of games use it. And basically, I didn't know Lua at all.
No,
and the first mod I released was Super Kill and Skip Turbo. So that should give you an idea of how quickly I picked up like what to do. If that was how polished the first mod I made was with a programming language I've never used. So like that's what 6 years in the industry actually teaches you. It's not about like just like, oh, I just remember how to do everything. Oh god, in every programming language ever. Do you even realize you just whipped me?
No, not even in the slightest. Sorry.
Okay.
I probably would have apologized.
The thing you learn when you're a software developer and actually doing the job isn't that you need to just remember how to use every framework and every programming language in the universe. You pick up the fundamentals of like how to figure out what you're doing. Oh, I just almost died. And be able to solve any problem given a reasonable.
Oh, I did die.
Watch out for the
yeah,
jelly.
I tried to jump on a mosquito.
7-10, let's go, team.
Perfect.
Which item do you want? I'm just gonna go for it.
Don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about
don't
it.
worry
Seriously,
about it. Okay.
no. You play. I'll ask questions. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's the format we were going for. See, now Zombie can read chat, everybody, so now you can ask him all of your favorite questions, and he has no excuse for not paying attention. Isn't that exciting?
No, it's fine. This is.
I mean, I don't know if he's going to do that. I don't know what I just signed you up for. I'm sorry.
This is YouTube content, and you know what YouTube content doesn't like when you talk to chat. That's the thing. So yeah. Anyway.
Oh, you don't have chat on your stream,
no,
do you? So
no.
Oh, they don't know. Oh,
no, I
they
can
don't know
switch between the two. I switch straight away. So yeah. But as soon as I'm not podcasting, I switch it so I can so chat comes up on the screen again.
You should just put it on, unless you don't. I mean, don't let me decide how your podcast is supposed to work, I suppose. But
I wasn't going to. Don't worry.
I'm going to go back to answering the questions here. I'm getting sassy.
Okay,
it's too early for that. Wait till I get to like 7:50, and then I'll start getting really sassy about things. That's when the salt will start to kick in.
Do you have any advice for someone who isn't literally a programmer who wants to start making mods?
For making mods, you're going to be in a rough spot if you don't understand programming concepts. I don't want to say don't, because that's not the correct advice to give, but you need to understand that things are not going to make sense initially. If you've never programmed before, you're going to have a really hard time. You basically need to look up guides, and I don't have recommendations because I learned Lua by just literally reading the documentation, but that's because I had a huge programming background in the first place.
Yeah. So
I could be reading it, and they're talking about tables and functions and coroutines and callbacks, and I'm just like, yeah, I already know what all this stuff is.
Nice.
So I'm good to go. I didn't have to like check every single word that was in the documentation to understand what in the world they were talking about. But you're going to need to look up tutorials, I think, to properly understand what you're doing. Otherwise, I don't like Temple.
So I don't
want to be here.
I need John to confirm this for me. I mean, you can just quit and we'll just do a Hundam Winter finish or something. If you don't particularly want to be in Cosmic Ocean anyway.
Here's the deal. Do you want to see me try to just like do a bum rush speed run?
Just speed run.
Okay, just a crusty, reckless speed run.
And also try to answer questions at the same time.
And this is perfect. How long is it going to take for this to kill me? No climbing gloves, Vlad's cape speed run.
If I remember correctly,
reckless.
John doesn't have a massive programming background. Just the thing. JAWN.
Okay, John, the guy for John Lunky. I wasn't sure. I want to make sure it wasn't just a guy named John that I was supposed to know, and I missed something that you said.
Sure, but I'll have him on at some point, and he can confirm that. But yeah, have you made mods for any other games?
I'm trying to think if I finished my previous thought. It was the learning programming one. I guess to wrap that up, this is a good modding API. I'll say this is a very good modding API for what the community, like the tool devs, have put together for this game. It's incredibly good, like compared to some of the ones I've seen for other games. So this is a good place to start. Lua is a decent programming language. The documentations aren't always clear. You will need a background in programming to understand what in the world you're doing. You can break orbs, by the way, if you have your hands on the controller, but otherwise you can just leave me to it.
It's fine. I'd rather not.
But this is a good place to start as far as game modding is concerned, because it's a really good API. Like it just works.
Cool.
You don't have to fight with like weird, crusty problems. Like I've only encountered a couple bugs in the API that I reported to them, and for a community-built API on a game that isn't designed to be modded, they've done a fantastic job with it. Excellent. It's probably not the best one. Like, okay, well, that sucks. It's probably not the best one out there.
Your cape is yellow on my screen at the moment, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's weird.
I didn't spot that. Well, now my cape is on the ground.
It's going to be all dirty now.
I get back here.
Gonna have to wash it.
That wasn't even because I was speed running. That's just because I bonked.
So
But yeah, anyways, this is a good game to start it with if you really wanted to. But they're not going to teach you how to do it. Like if you go into the help channel on the Discord, they'll eventually start getting frustrated if your questions are extremely mundane, because that's not what it's for. It's not a learn how to program in Lua help channel.
yeah.
It's learn how to use the Spelunky API help channel. And if you don't know how to do that, like understandably, the people there probably don't want to answer your baby questions.
Yeah.
Not to be rude or anything, but that's just how it is. So I have let me answer the chat question here real quick. So, how would Lua be if most of your programming skills are in Java or Python? You're gonna have to get used to the fact that it's not a typed language. Typed meaning you don't have your ints and your strings and your dicts and your lists and stuff. Those types exist, but variables don't declare them. So basically, everything can be everything. There's no like control over that. You have to write your code to just accept the fact that that's how it is, and you decide what type everything is. What am I doing? Why am I setting those off? I'm speedrunning. I need to die as fast as possible so we can do the Honda run. That's my quick answer to that. But
have you made mods for any other games?
Programming wise, yes, actually. I made something for Minecraft for a server I was an admin for a long time ago.
Do you want to describe what that was?
It was like an economy mod.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like it's long obsolete at this point, but it was basically an economy mod to have like every player has money, sell diamonds or whatever, yada yada. You get the gist of it. It's Minecraft. We love our diamonds. This was a long time ago. It was a very, very badly made mod. Like it was so bad. I made the mod when I was still in college and did not know what I was doing. It was embarrassing how badly programmed that mod was. I don't want anyone to ever see that. Okay, temple. Oh, here's where the run ends.
We shall see.
Yeah,
we shall see.
That was really the only other game that I modded, like to any reasonable extent.
Oh,
Crockman, please.
Yeah.
I knew something bad was coming there. I felt it.
So change of pace now. When did you start speedrunning Spelunky 2?
When I started streaming. As for when that was, I think it was more than a year ago. I don't remember. I didn't do a stream anniversary, mostly because I didn't notice, but also because I didn't really care that much, if I'm being honest. But I think it was like around the time I started streaming was when I started speedrunning Spelunky. I was like, oh, I mean, this is the game people want to watch me play. Might as well do it fast. That's what streamers do, right? You submit it to Moss ranking, you become famous, you aggro as many crocmen as possible. I mean, what have I got to lose?
Yeah. Definitely.
So that's how that started.
All of your progress and the run, I guess.
Until then, I basically didn't speedrun at all. I didn't have like a setup to record or anything. Like I was capable of it, but I just didn't care enough to actually record anything. So I just didn't. Where is the orb?
Do you have a run that you're most proud of?
It's in this game. I'm honestly, it's probably my eggplant run in Spelunky HD. As far as this game is, oh my goodness! As far as this game is concerned. Like a specific run, I mean, I'm not terribly proud of any of my runs because I know they're not that good. Oh my god, this level. Like, I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm... You know what? No, it's the pacifist low percent run that I first tried during Moss racing. That's the run I'm most proud of because I never have to run passy low again. So yeah, I take it back. That's absolutely my favorite run. Yep.
Nice.
That's fun. Wait, this works now, I think. Hold on.
What, can you throw a eggplant? Oh, wow.
I think they break each other now.
It looks like it, yeah. Fantastic.
They used to not. It used to be one of the eggplants wins the fight, but I think they both always break now.
While we're on that...
Yeah, it was the pacifist low percent run. It wasn't a good run, but I finished the category, and I hate that category. I despise pacifist. It's so bad. It's so arbitrary. I almost died to that.
You did.
So I was so happy to get that. Like, basically first try, the first run I attempted where I said, I'm going to attempt passy low, I got it on that run.
Nice.
And I was like, I'm done. I'd never have to do this in my life again. This is the happiest day of my life.
Had you practiced the Tiamat kill?
I knew what to do. I had never, like, practiced a run, really. I mean, the Tiamat kill's not hard. It's literally 3 bombs. Like, the one I used with the landmine, it's literally 3 bombs in the
landmine feels like you just touch it and then...
You literally touch it and then back off and whip. That's all you have to do.
It doesn't look like it's a lot of time.
It's not difficult at all.
Yeah.
If you don't have the landmine, have fun. You're using a UFO to do it. Or if you're feeling really like edgy, there's like a lava pot strat. But like no, I was like, if I don't have the landmine, this is not happening. And I was able to get the landmine there, so it was basically free once I got the TM out. I just had to not have her summon anything. If I recall correctly, I got the triple bomb like immediately, and then
Nice.
I had to deal with one enemy. I think I forget what exactly it was. I think I had to wait for one enemy spawn.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that went. Why am I not dead yet? I'm not being reckless.
Not going
enough.
fast
Let's
now.
aggro a curse cat or something.
That great idea. What's your favorite
There we go.
category, and what do you like most about it?
My favorite is probably just raw sunken city percent. I think it's probably my favorite. That
Wait,
cat's absolutely getting out of there.
with
Yep.
as in with a teleporter.
Like non-chain. Probably no TP sunken city percent. I think is
Sure,
my
sure.
favorite category.
No, good choice.
And the
Big
reason
fan.
for that is it's long enough to be interesting, but it's not like severely RNG dependent. The problem is I don't get to run it enough because it still depends on having like a jetpack and whatnot.
Yeah,
but
you
just
still need a jetpack.
in a,
jetpack
in a
and that's it.
hypothetical universe where I get the shop that I want every single run,
Yeah.
that would be the thing I like to run the most.
Yeah. fair.
Because it's just fun. I just enjoy the whole path. Then you do just jetpack kill and skip. It's not super stressful or anything, and it's just an
Yeah.
interesting category that explores a lot of the game. So it's definitely that.
If you
One of these
could
is-
add and
I know the jelly
remove
is.
one category from main, what would they be?
Pacifist low percent.
Popular answer there.
Even though I already did it, oh, this is great.
You
And
don't want
technically
other
never
people
have to
to
do
have
it
to
again.
suffer
I
through
don't
it?
think anyone else needs to suffer through
Yeah,
that.
that is a very
This is awful. Here, check this out.
yeah.
There we go.
That's fine.
We're
Nice
gonna
and
start making.
safe strat.
I'm trying to end this run, but not make it look like where is the exit? Oh, there it
below
is.
you. Yeah.
I'm trying to kill this run without looking like I'm trying to kill this
And
run.
what would you add if you could add a category to main?
What would I add? I'm trying to think. I had a thought for this at one point. I don't know. Like I don't want to just like utter like just a meme run. Add axolotl percent to main or something. Because realistically, that's not a good main category.
I actually don't mind that for main, but you
I'm trying
do.
to think I'm trying to think like which off-brand category I've had the most fun with. But that's not a good answer to the question that you're asking here because
Yeah.
I have to think in the terms of like what would like a world record runner want to spend their time doing in this video game, and it's not Drainamat. So I'm not really sure.
I find
Like
it.
I said, I'd have to say like maybe like full plant or something, like the version of the eggplant run where you actually like bring an eggplant from like dwelling or something, but
Yeah.
that may not be as interesting as it sounds in my head because it would just be carrying the eggplant around for a while. So I'm really not sure. I don't think I have a good answer to that question.
I find it odd that considering Vlad's cape is like, let's say, most casual players.
Let me interrupt you. You brought up a point.
Yeah,
no
go.
jetpack any percent, I think, would be it. Yeah,
no-
that's it.
yeah?
A no jetpack, a no jetpack suite of runs that basically reduces the amount of starting RNG you have to put up with.
Yeah.
That's my answer. I don't know like which category specifically, maybe a suite of them, but
Sure.
just categories that don't require me to reset for perfect jetpack shops anymore. Like
Yeah.
a Vlad's alternative to playing the game without going CO
Yeah.
is what I'd be interested in.
I
Just a no jetpack.
I was just gonna say, it's strange that when the vast majority of like casual-ish players will say they prefer Vlad's cape to jetpack, and we don't have any Vlad's cape runs in main. That just seems weird to me. However, I don't think that's going to change because the people voting on it don't care. So yeah.
So the grind of resetting for 1-2 shops or just running low percent
yeah.
if they don't get the items they want,
Yeah.
which I don't like low percent, so that doesn't work well for me. I think it's center left.
Something like a no TP, no jetpack, sunken city
But
percent.
yeah, just really anything to spice things. Oh god.
This could be it. There we
There
go.
it goes.
There
He
we
just
go.
like look, did you see what happened there? He sucked me into the shield. I don't know if that was on the stream. I just saw it. Did you see him suck me into the shield
Yeah.
when I hit him?
I
He
saw it.
pulled me forward into it and I could not move. That is
Jeez.
what killed me. We died to jank. Let's do a hunt and run or something.
Yeah, let's do that. All right.
Let's have a good time.
I'm going to take the climbing gloves. Do you want to take the present
Yeah, sure.
here? Yeah,
All right,
cool.
this doesn't matter. So we're going temple, right?
Yeah, let's go temple. Let's go
absolutely
do what?
temple. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go. All right, nice.
I'm gonna wait for an altar just in case.
Sure, that seems reasonable. Doesn't look like there is one, but there might be one to the right. Let me have a quick look over there. Also, climbing gloves, fun.
I found
no.
a power pack.
No, not here. Oh,
Let me real quick. Yang's got
Yep.
garbage. You can leave.
Okay. Do you plan to complete a low percent duot since it's the only thing missing from your main?
I will attempt it. Now you did your homework. You actually checked my moss ranking.
Yeah.
You also saw that I'm 70th place now, and not 69th, which is extremely upsetting to me. I will have to get my position back.
That's me dead.
Watch out for the shopkeepers.
I was waiting for the shopkeeper to go back in a bit, but
that was kind of rude. If that was rude, I'm sorry. That was
okay.
that was me being a bad
It's
teammate. I
fine.
just had a wet
It's fine.
fart.
Don't worry about it. We don't need to do much. It's all good. Wait,
Didn't even get the
what we
Jedi.
didn't get is Jedi. We should probably go and curse. Yeah, I'm gonna go look for the curse spot, and hopefully we can get enough resources. Ow!
I'm fine.
That was a big fail. You okay there? I was planning on being the one dying or getting cursed. Yeah.
I don't want to make a bad decision. Philip's not dead, by the way. He's coming.
Where-
He's coming back.
I just jumped into him after he stopped rolling at me.
You just let that happen.
Yeah, I did.
Just kill him.
Yep, let's do it. Okay, do we have enough bombs? We got enough bombs to get down to Vlad's castle. We don't have... Yeah.
Where's the
Well, we
ghost
don't
shard? I'm
anymore.
cursing
I can't find
myself.
it. Bottom right-hand
Couldn't
corner,
find it.
maybe.
Bottom right, alright.
But it sometimes doesn't spawn two-player. I don't know what's up with that, but...
No, it spawned.
Okay, cool.
How do I know? Because there's items in these nooks here, which means there were enough slots for the ghost jar to spawn somewhere. That's how that's supposed to work. The question is, where is it?
It's got to be bottom right. Oh.
It ain't there. Are you
Is it
sure?
not?
Either that or I'm wrong, but my
Maybe I
understanding
just
is that
haven't
my
seen
understanding is that the game spawns.
Oh, sorry.
There it is. The
You
game
came
spawns.
past it.
The game spawns cat, ghost jar, and then fills all of those little nooks with other stuff. Is how
Okay.
this
And
game
they're like
works.
treasure positions or something?
I don't know. I just call them
Oh,
nooks or
damn.
little hidey holes or something. Did I?
It
Am I
must be just
stupid?
no. It must be just above the.
It's above that.
Yeah,
I'm
just
no,
above
I'm
that
stupid.
entrance thing.
Okay. Confirmed stupid.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice.
Yep. There it is. Blow me into this.
Sure. How hard?
Level 2.
Like that?
Oh my god! How did I get that much air?
Is that new?
I was not expecting that. I was not ready for that.
I was not either.
I thought I was gonna boop the wall, freeze the body, freeze the body, freeze the body,
sure.
freeze the body.
I mean, okay.
Alright, we got follow a plasma cannon. And
I can
cover pack.
move
try
the
to
ghost.
Try to spam blow. I'm gonna jump over the ghost. Don't stop blowing. Stop blowing.
Wait, what? No, I can actually get
keep
it out the
blowing.
way now.
I was just gonna jump over the ghost. Alright, well we should.
We might as well go jungle, I guess.
You wanna go
Because
jungle?
you've
Okay.
got all these explosives. And we've got 40 grand, so yeah, seems sensible.
Alright, fair enough.
So you'll get
Okay,
around to low
that was
percent duo
poorly
eventually.
Dude, choose your weapon.
No, you take everything, it's fine.
Okay, I'll take both.
I'm gonna take a... Yeah, that's fine.
If I stop
good.
firing this plasma cannon for more than 15 seconds, I probably died in real life. So
Okay,
just,
alright. I'll bear it in mind.
just keep that in mind. Something terrible happened to me if I'm not actively spamming this, because I got the power pack. So you know what I'm going to be doing until one of us gets killed by this.
Have you speedrun any other games?
I'm not actually going to shoot that. Not really. Not anything I
leaving.
would say qualifies as a speed run.
Okay.
I put down a plasma cannon for 1 frame. Well, that was fun.
Oh no! I did call it. I did say.
You called
sorry.
it, and I wasn't paying attention. This is my fault.
All right, we are gonna
It's
have
okay.
to find
It's probably
that.
for the best.
We're
It's
gonna
probably
find
for the
that
best.
black market. Oh, it's not this level because there's a ton shop. So, as long as you've got 3 hull bombs, Oh,
Three whole
wow.
bombs.
This is going to be tricky.
No,
We
got
can
this.
still go temple regardless.
I almost just jumped in those spikes. I was literally like, I think one frame of
Right.
holding jump from
I've
dying in those spikes.
I've been practicing a lot looking for it recently. Doesn't mean I'm going to find it. So if chat wants to be on the lookout, I don't think that's it. Even though to my eye it kind of looks like it. I would put a bomb
first of all, did we
here,
miss
but it's
it is
probably
the
not going to
first
be
question.
there. We definitely didn't miss it. It wasn't last level. There was a ton shop in the back layer last level, so it can't have been last level. Also, I'm just going to die to things.
Don't do that. That's my job.
Where am I going? All right,
Is there a back layer door? There you go. Okay,
yeah,
is this
yeah.
it?
It is
it
in
right
the
side?
far right-hand side.
It might be in the spot you said to bomb.
It might be. There's a reasonable chance. You still alive?
I might be alive.
Okay. I'm gonna grab this just in case. Are there any games you'd like to speedrun?
Not really. Not anything I play right now. Like the magic of Spelunky. I had to whip that enemy.
Yeah, it's fine.
You understand me, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
There was an enemy there.
It's fine. I believe you, even though there wasn't one by the time I got to you. It's fine.
Oh, it was in the web. Also, the black
Is that
marker
it?
was not there,
Is that
so-
it? How many? Oh, I can see
what's
it.
up
Oh, I can
there?
see it. Yeah,
We don't
yeah,
have any.
yeah.
We don't need ropes to get up there.
We
okay?
don't
I
need
just have to not
ropes.
die to these
Have you
thorns.
got 2 bombs left? Well, that's how many bombs we need. Uh-oh. Okay.
Please don't throw bodies at me. That would be unfortunate.
I wasn't throwing it at you. I was throwing it past you. I was just moving him. Okay.
Look, just because I whipped you doesn't mean you gotta be salty. All right,
I'm
I'm gonna put the bomb
salty.
here.
It's fine. Okay. Go for it.
That should get the push block.
I
and then we
mean-
can get in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. All right.
Just dispose of that.
Yep.
And this witch doctor's gonna like land on the platform if he's okay. He's stuck.
Oh.
Perfect.
So
Good job, team.
Splunky hasn't made you want to speedrun
It
any other game.
It has not. Like
No.
the magic of this game, speed running, it hasn't like struck me with any other video game really. Like the thing is, I'm not interested in speedrunning games that are the same every time. That's super boring. I don't know how people do that. I respect it. Like all these wacky like Super Mario 64 world record holders with the ridiculous runs, but at the end of the day, it's the same run
Do you want this?
every time. We can rob that with the freeze ray
Yeah.
if we want to.
We can. Yeah. Good idea. Do that.
So I'll do
you want the
that.
jetpack?
Look, I'm digging this power pack.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
have
Cool.
the jetpack.
I'll leave you to it
Let me
then.
get some bombs
Yeah, I should
and
grab
paste.
some as
Actually,
well.
you can
if
you
there
pick
are
up some
any.
other scraps.
I'm gonna need.
But-
That's fine. Like that's
Yeah,
plenty.
the only
right, let's,
the only
let's get
kind
out
of
here.
game the only kind of game I would speed run is like roguelike games, and just
Mm-hmm.
in general, I haven't felt the desire to speed run anything else.
Yeah, I'm at.
It just
I'm at
I don't know, it
exit
just
if you
has-
want to freeze.
Yeah, I've
and let's go.
I've initiated the rob,
Cool.
so I don't know. It might happen someday, but not right now.
We're just going temple, right? We don't need
yeah.
to go and get a. Wait, you're poisoned.
My goodness, I'm not poisoned. That was not
You're
supposed to happen. I was
cursed.
climbing
Cursed. You're cursed. Let's get you a ank then quickly,
Okay.
so you can hold on to your power pack.
I'll do it.
What do I have? Yeah, you might as well. Do you know power pack skip? By the way, it looks far too complicated for me to bother
What?
learning.
What for this? Or
Yeah.
What do you mean? I don't know how to do this with 2 power pack bombs. I don't even know if it's possible to do.
I think it is. It just
it
looks
might be,
far
but
too
I
complicated.
don't know how to do it, so I always
Yeah.
just take it off and do 3.
Mm-hmm.
If you mean the one to get to Abzu, like yeah, I know how to do that. That's fairly easy.
Oh, I don't think this cat's gonna survive.
I mean I lose nothing if that cat dies, so it is okay. The question is, will you be able to live with the guilt of that cat getting ground into hot
mean,
dog meat?
Maybe.
Well, like I'm looking at it on the stream, it just like surfed that gap, just
It
jumped
did.
right across it.
We're good. What? Why did you start?
Do you want me to drop the cat down for you? or-
No, it's fine. I'm
I can bring
getting
it
us to
down.
temple. Why did you start streaming?
I think people wanted me to. Like I was just a career stream sniper for like Spelunky co-op runs. And
Yeah.
people apparently thought I
I'm
was
leaving.
an interesting enough person that they wanted me to stream.
Oh my god! Just get the cat killed and then leave. Apparently.
I'm looking at what you're doing right now. That was savage what you did to that cat. That you risked your life to do that.
Yeah.
That poor cat. Just go back and make sure it's dead. It occurs to me, I have the Ankh. I need to not die so that we can go to Duat. People love when the streamer goes to Duat. It's a fun place.
Exactly, right? And it rarely happens.
So
Wait, I can't open it. You have to do it. Okay.
Alright, so do you want to go down and get the elixir? I'm gonna die in the next level.
I mean,
anyway,
no.
So my health won't matter.
You might as well. Oh yeah. No, I don't care. Let's just move.
Alright,
Fair
enough.
When did you start streaming?
Year and a couple months, I think. I don't know the exact number.
How are we?
I did not bother to look this up
wait a
before the
second.
interview.
How?
I think it's been a year.
How are we sacrificing you? Oh, okay. There's a
you
leprechaun
placed
here.
me on the altar,
And then I whip
get
you.
sacked.
I just whip you, don't I?
No, you just put me on the altar.
This just
You
shows how.
You just gently placed me on the altar. Isn't that cute? And
Nice.
you got my freeze ray. What a
Your freeze ray.
lovely.
Okay.
Alright, I'll get the second jetpack if we don't lose it in the lava or something. We're not going to CO, so the thing is, I don't care if this run goes poorly.
Sure.
It just doesn't matter. There's no stakes here. It's just like, oh, we're in funny duo. Let's just enjoy it.
Let's try and get a Hundun win to finish, though. It's always nice to finish on a
Be able
win.
to do that. We got both like CO entries first try.
Yeah.
Then basically through. We both threw. So
Yeah.
like, let's be real.
I have a jetpack here for you. I'm gonna
Well, thanks.
do some
Were
whipping.
we in the middle of a thought?
Probably.
Probably.
Why did you
Hey,
start
chat.
Because people wanted you
my
to.
answer to that. You sounded astonished or something when I answered, and I don't remember what the rest of the context was after that.
No. Oh, that will work. Nice.
Oh.
Oh, that looked really pixelated. I've not seen that up
Did it?
close before.
Didn't look fine to me.
Okay. Maybe
Hey,
just my
they
eyes.
fixed
then.
this. Isn't that exciting? We
Yeah.
don't get stuck here.
It took so long as well. Anyway,
like a month and a half.
let's kind of speed through the rest of this then. What's the first game you streamed? That would be Spelunky 2, I guess.
The first game I actually, so here's the thing, I did actually stream before, but it was to like 0 people or like a couple friends I had. Really, I didn't actually become what I would say qualifies as a streamer until Spelunky 2. The first game I streamed I think was actually HD, and then I did a Minecraft stream at one point. And that was it. Like no one watched any of that. Like no one knew I existed. So Spelunky 2 was the first game I actually took seriously with streaming. So that's the answer to that.
What other games have you streamed apart from Spelunky 2?
Let's see. Astroneer, let's see, Warhammer, Vermintide, Deep Rock Galactic. I've been streaming a bunch. I've done Plate Up, Power Wash Simulator. I feel like there's another game in there that I've forgotten. I mean, I streamed HD. We talked about that already. I'm not sure if there's any other big games I have streamed. I have things on the list that I want to do. I want to do like Terraria at some point, and like Oxygen not included. There may be Minecraft or Factorio. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, that's the gist of it for now.
How long
So
did it
bad
take
is
to get affiliated?
As long as it took to get the number of days streamed,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
that number was. I
7
think it
or
took
something.
like a
I can't
month or
remember.
It
Yeah.
took like a month. I've never
Maybe it was
been a
a month?
consistent.
Not-
I've never been a consistent
past, by the
streamer.
way.
No, I mean I could have gotten it a lot faster if I
Yeah.
actually was even remotely consistent. I
What's,
think you have a question lined up for me later.
what's been your
about
longest stream?
that. My longest stream is probably 11 hours, I think. I think it was Spelunky. I'm pretty sure it was a Spelunky stream that went for
Was
like
that
11
planned, or
hours.
did you just go for it?
No, that was back when I was in my youth, my honeymoon period with streaming, and I wasn't just like, I need to check what this is first. I wasn't just like killing my throat talking too much yet, because I didn't talk quite as well, I think. Now I talk like more
Cracked Onyx
firmly, robustly, but it also makes it a lot harder to consistently stream for that long. Cracked Onyx
Yeah.
Ank. Let me focus here. I swear, if I die in here, I'm not going to answer any questions for a sec. I hate this
Okay.
room so much.
Have you?
Oh, I despise this room.
No, you're not going to answer any questions. It's
Cracked
bottom
Onyx
left.
Ank. There it is.
Have you been in this room in John Lunky?
Yeah, and I think I like it more if I recall
Really?
correctly, because
Well,
the
with
elevators can't escape the rooms they start in. If I
yeah, but
recall,
the
is
spark
the thing you
traps.
did. I think I like it more, but only a little bit more. It feels
Okay.
less stressful because the traps are a little more. There's
Yeah.
fewer elevators, I think, is really what it boils down to. I
Even with the
hate these
spark
elevators.
traps. Okay. Fair.
But it was to finish off the previous question. It was like I think about 11 and a half hours or something. I don't know if I've done a 12-hour stream or not. You want to free yourself from that so I don't have to go into that
Yeah, no
nightmare.
problem. When did you start doing science on stream?
Pretty quickly after I started, I think. Oh, there's a jetpack in here.
I know. That's why I got rid of my jetpack last level.
Oh, of course, you knew
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
here.
I just
Okay.
wanted
that makes sense.
fresh health. My health wasn't. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, the science was kind of one of the things I did pretty early on, because I think when I started streaming, I already knew how to use Overlunky, so that just became a thing I did. Something really stupid would happen, and I was like, I'm gonna go check this out, and then people liked that, so I kept doing that, and I was like, this is fun. I enjoy doing this. I'm
And
not actually good at this game compared to the world record holders. I have mediocre speedruns, but I could do some science.
yeah.
I could
Well,
teach people things that I can't do myself. And you
Can-
know, I'm totally okay with that. I'm never going to be a world record holder in this game, and that's not an expectation I'm ever setting for myself. But I could do science because I know how to program. I know how to write scripts. I have a skill that can contribute to the community, even if I'm not fast. So
I'm
it's been
leaving.
it's been a lot of fun to do that.
I'm leaving.
Yeah,
Describe a science stream for us, just in
describe
case
a
people
science-
don't know.
Okay, I was gonna carry you up. Get in my hands. Let's have some fun. Get in my
Okay.
hands.
Okay. I mean, I can't physically get into your hands. You just have to do
There
it
you
for
go.
me.
Yeah, but you wouldn't hold still. All right, describe a science stream. It more or less consists of either I get asked a question or I think of something off stream that would be fun to test.
I just thought it'd be fun if I jumped out of your hands.
Okay. I moved to the left just in case you got stun locked by the lasers and knocked me and hit me. Okay, anyways, it more or less consists of a dumb question comes up where we're wondering what would happen, and I more or less just set up that scenario and just look at all the variables, all the data for it, and just drill through it and try to figure out, like, why does this happen? Why is this mechanic seemingly inconsistent? What variable controls this or that? And eventually we discovered new or interesting things. Like, for instance, one of the discoveries I had that no one had figured out yet was...
We need to slow
Why
down a
are
bit,
there-
so we might as well do the challenge.
Okay. We're gonna do it together. Oh, you went in. We could have
Oh,
done
sorry.
this, buddies. It would have been fun.
I'm sorry.
So, for instance, one of the things I discovered was that the clover causes there to not be bombs in chests, and we figured that out because I think I thought of the question of why have I never had a bomb chest in Vlad's castle ever?
Yep.
And it was because I always pick up the clover at the start. And eventually, after digging through that for a while, like, it was like, oh, wait a second, the clover. If I don't have the clover, there's millions of bombs in the hundreds of chests I spawned with Overlunky, and otherwise there aren't any. And then I posted it to the science channel, and then people started regretting making that awful rule for low percent that allows it.
Yeah.
And then somebody else discovered, I think with data mining, that it also drops bigger gems. So basically that rule shouldn't exist, but it is what it is. So things like that happen. Then you also get really funny stuff like hermit crab freeze physics, where if you have a hermit crab with a push block on its back and you freeze it and then pick it up, you get into this feedback loop where your character basically moves like 7 or 8 tiles per frame. So like you more or less teleport across the level in a fraction of a second and get crushed into a wall if you do that. And if you do it in the cosmic ocean, you move so fast you clip over the teleporting border and go out of bounds. And I've also demonstrated like bugs and things to people. So for instance, one of the things that I have shown people a lot, even though I didn't discover it, was the out of bounds glitch in the cosmic ocean, where you do a very specific like ledge hang while bouncing off an Olmites, and then you don't interact with the teleporting border anymore, and you just clip through it and fall to the void forever. And that was spawned by that happening to me in a run and not understanding it, and then hearing that it had happened to a couple other people. And I think I didn't discover exactly what caused it, like so I posted it, I think, to the science channel, and then somebody else reported
It's not what I was
like why
trying
it
to do.
happened. Somebody else reported why it happens,
Oh.
and then I went back and showed that to people.
Thanks.
And I like made it like a public service announcement on my stream to explain like what that is, so that that doesn't ruin somebody's run, which it has ruined people's runs, including my own.
And mine as well.
It happened when I was in a run with like Bananasaurus Rex, which was the guy that
Yeah,
got
yeah.
the eggplant run in HD.
Oh wow.
I was in a co-op run with him, just
Yeah.
at random.
Was
like,
that just
he-
a random? Yeah, he
was
apparently
quick
plays quite a
playing
lot
it.
of
I was
random.
in the game with him, and
Yeah.
I think it was a run with him in it that happened, and it was wild.
Have you considered making Spelunky Science into a YouTube series?
So I have, but at the same time, my explanation for why I don't have a YouTube channel right now is that I don't want to edit videos. It's
Yeah.
such a time sink for such little payoff unless you either are super diligent about it or you just get really lucky, is kind of like the gist I've gotten out of it. And I'm like, I already waste my time doing enough things. I'm not going to say I'm never going to get a YouTube channel, because it might happen at some point. I might decide to do it. You having fun there with your no spike shoes Sundown
It's
kill?
great. I don't know if I've ever done a no spike Sundown kill before.
You just want to keep going for it? I'll stand by and watch. I'll clear out enemies on the way
Did
up.
that really not work?
Yeah, let me drop some more bombs
Disappointing.
for you.
Hey! Ow! No! You maybe got me killed? No, you didn't get me killed. Beautiful.
Okay, you killed.
Ah! Okay, I better move.
Except for the
Okay.
bombs.
Ah,
I'd be making this worse.
sure. Would it bother you if somebody else made a YouTube series on the science of Spelunky? Because I can see that getting like a few thousand views per
Oh, there
video.
goes my dog. I mean, I'm assuming you mean they're making their own science. Yeah, sure. I
Yeah.
don't care. That. I don't have a copyright on science. That's
No,
not
no,
how that works.
no. How can I like? Would you feel like, oh, I could have done that and I could have had the big YouTube channel instead, or wouldn't it bother you at all?
I mean, there's always going to be regret, but then I'm going to think to myself, would I have actually done this? And the answer is
Yeah.
going to probably be no. Don't go through the door, by the way.
Okay. All right.
Let's try to end it off with door cancel.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I've got
Do you know
loads
how
more
to-
stuff. So,
Do you know how to do it? Do you want to try to show it, or do you just?
oh
want me to
yeah,
do
go
it?
for it. You can do it. Do you want to
Okay.
explain it quickly?
All right, so door cancel is this fun glitch where basically, here, the little science right here for anyone who doesn't understand how this glitch works. So when you're entering a door, the game puts you into a state where you're walking towards the door. When you get to the center, you go into the door entering state. But if you're walking towards the door, you're in this weird state where the game does not update the tile that you're standing on. So the game thinks I'm standing on like the square tile directly below me. It has an entity ID, it's stored in memory. If that tile gets destroyed as I'm walking into the door, the game will clear the flag that says I'm standing on it. And what that does is that enables my ability to use a mobility back item, because the game like kind of thinks I'm airborne for the purposes of using the jetpack, the yellow cape, or the telepack. It doesn't work for hover pack. I don't entirely understand why, and it doesn't work for Vlad's. But the point is, if I can press that jump input while I'm walking into the door, then the game will release my inputs and allow me to move my character around again. But I'm still in the physics state where you enter the door, which basically means you don't have collision with anything. You can still like do ledge hangs and stuff. You can still grab onto ropes and things, for instance, which I'm going to be doing. And that allows you to just more or less move through terrain. It's a weird glitch. Somebody else like found, I think Roach posted a clip of it, but I'm the one who weaponized it into an eggplant run in co-op, where you can go into the back layer in a co-op run, do this glitch, fly over to the eggplant child using a couple of different techniques in the back layer, just through the bedrock, and trigger the range to get the eggplant child, and then have a teammate leave the level. So that's what I'm going to do. Now everybody's going to watch me screw it up live on stream, because the timing is not super hard, but it's also not free. So do that. Okay, I got it. So I can go through tiles now. I have no way to replenish my jetpack fuel.
Can
so
I
what's
do?
gonna
Oh
happen
wow,
here-
everything's disappeared.
Everything's disappeared.
As in, I can't see what I have. There's no level
Yeah,
in the top
so
corner
what's
or
happening is
anything?
the HUD is gone because the game thinks somebody is leaving the level. By the way, I'm in those blocks to your right now. Okay, you just went down. I'm ledge hanging with my climbing gloves because you can still ledge hang in this state. But I'm about to run out of jetpack fuel if I'm out already. I can whip. I can interact with you. You cannot kill me. You could try to whip me if you want. You cannot do it. You can't interact with me.
But you
I can bully
interact
you.
with me.
I can bully you all I want. I'm basically invincible except for the purposes of two things. If I go out of bounds, I die, and if I teleport, I will telefrag if I teleport into a wall. I don't have a teleporter, obviously, but that would kill me.
So,
and if I go off the bottom of the level, I will fall out of bounds and die. Which
what happens if I die right now?
I mean, it's basically we can't finish the run at that point.
I mean, that's
like,
fine.
You can die. You are a normal player.
Okay. And then it does skip back to you. Okay.
It goes back to me, and I mean, I guess you can watch what's going to happen here. I'm just going to fall out of bounds and die. So.
That's crazy. But is this going to crash our
all
game?
the way down?
Oh,
no.
You have to hit all the way to the bottom before
there we
you go
go.
up.
And I just hit the bottom of the level. I just fell down the whole thing and died. That's door cancel. And depending on the mobility items you have, you can get the eggplant child with that. You can also use that to trigger the idol in 4-3, since, again, I can interact with the world by whipping, and the world won't damage me. I could literally fall through the lava on 4-3, whip the idol, and grab one of the like, dragon pillars or whatever, because you can grab ladders in that state. It's very interesting and weird, and I'm glad we got to show that off at the very end. I didn't screw it up and embarrass myself.
Just got a few things to go through then. So
there we go. We just like
just
run or something.
Speed run, do whatever.
I'm just gonna blindly speed run until we finish off all the questions.
Sounds
then you
good.
Can kick me out of here.
Have you put a lot of time into any other games other than Spelunky since Spelunky 2 came out? Like a lot of time, like a dozen hours here and there, not really counting.
A lot of time into games other than Spelunky. So, Minecraft. Ooh, that's a lot of hours in that. Honestly, a lot of games. Like a lot of the ones I mentioned streaming, like Vermintide, Deep Rock Galactic. I'm a person who plays very few games, but the ones I do play, I play them a lot. So like I tend to have like hundreds of hours in my favorite games, like as a bare minimum. I have like over 2,000 hours of Team Fortress 2, which I don't play anymore, but I played a ton of that game, like initially. So like that's just kind of how I tend to play games. I haven't killed you yet.
Do you think you'll stop playing Spelunky 2 anytime soon?
Hey, I'm not gonna pretend I'm not burning out on this game. There's only so much you could do in it when you've hit like the speedrunning bottleneck that I feel like I have. Like there's only so much you could do. Like we know I don't particularly like CO runs. I might be dead.
Oh, okay.
I'm dead.
I'll try not to.
I don't particularly like CO runs. Like I prefer them.
Oh wow, there's still an angry shopkeeper, eh? I don't think I realized that.
One over there. I don't actually know why. One of us must have stomped on him.
Okay, it's fine.
But anyways, the point is, I've basically run out of things to do in this game except science and like occasional speed runs.
Yeah.
So like I like co-op because co-op I still find to be fun and interesting. So like that's why I show up at so many co-op lobbies, and yet I stream this game so infrequently now myself, is because I still like the co-op. That's the fun part of the game for me.
Yeah.
And I still like the science, which if I stream this game again, there's going to be more science. I've got stuff to show off of like the AI visualizer I've been working on and a couple other things. But like there's really only so much I can get out of this game. I have over 2,000 hours in it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And then like a couple hundred more that are just the game running while I'm scripting things in the background, but I don't really count those.
No,
I don't know the exact numbers for that.
I don't think you should count that. Should we do this together? Are you inside me? Of course.
Yes, we literally. This is the correct way to do this in a speedrun in co-op. You just all stack on the same spot and just fight all night.
But what if you stand still?
Well, there was a 50% chance that we both died because you did that, but we didn't. Do you want to go temple? Right,
sure. I mean, sure. Why not?
Okay, I'll stand over here.
Oh, I missed. Oh dear, awkward.
I'll stand on his head. He won't shoot any bombs.
Yeah.
You have set yourself up for a very precise all-night fight here.
That's fine.
I'm
okay with it.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Do you have anything you'd like to do? Oh no.
You have ropes. You got to use the ropes.
Do you have anything you'd like to accomplish in this game before you stop playing for good?
Mostly scripting related. I definitely want to finish my AI visualizer. before I finish. And I guess I haven't explained entirely what that is, but it is just a mod I'm working on that is watch out for that.
Yeah.
It's a mod I'm working on that's unreleased right now. Yeah,
Watch out for that.
I'll try. It's a mod I'm working on that's unreleased that basically shows the ranges at which certain enemies will do things. So I can show like where you have to be for a shopkeeper to shoot, or where you have to be for a bat to aggro. And it's also showing an indicator for like what is an enemy targeting? Is it targeting me? Is it targeting a hired hand or like a co-op teammate or something? It shows like as much information about like when enemies are going to do things and like where you have to be for them to do them.
Yeah.
As I could manage. And it has given me some interesting insights into like weird mechanics that don't make any sense. Like, you know how you can get one of those octopus things in Tide Pool and have it be like, okay, I didn't get hit, and have it be like in a one tile pit? You could just walk across the top of that and it won't jump. And it won't jump because the range at which it triggers its jump is actually has a gap in it that you could just walk under the trigger for it to jump at you.
Nice.
So you could just literally walk over the top. If it's in a one tile gap, if the gap is too deep, it will jump and hit you. So it's not. What are you doing over there?
I just wanted to bring Percy down alive. I did, but you left. Oh, it's all
I
good.
thought you had done it. I thought you had done it. You blew up the altar, so I mean, it's.
Wait,
I just
did
kind
I?
of assumed that.
No, did I?
Wait,
I
did
don't
it roll
think
back?
so. Let's
I
go.
heard the audio. It must
not?
have rolled back. I heard the altar breaking audio, and then it must have rolled back. So you must have thrown the bomb at a different time. This game is wild.
A few.
But yeah, that's what that mod is. I want to finish that, definitely. I don't know if I'll ever like stop streaming this game like altogether, but it's not going to be like a pillar of my channel forever. Like, it really isn't already. I've been streaming Astroneer way more than this game.
But
because there's just only so much you can do.
But you still plan to keep streaming?
So I have not streamed recently, and that's mostly just a result of poor time management. I have a lot of things I want to stream. I just haven't gotten around to it because I'm a dumb idiot and can't manage my time correctly. Oh, that's you saved it. You saved the idol at least.
I did save the idol. Apparently,
But basically, I've just managed my time really poorly. Is what it's boiled down to. So I've been up at weird hours, like just not being like tired or not feeling like streaming, or I've had things going on like at least once a week recently, like some holiday related stuff I was doing yesterday. So a few things have come up.
Thanksgiving exists, right?
But I'm not done streaming like at all. There are things I want to do. I want to finish my Astroneer series. I'm looking forward to doing some other things, but they're not going to be heavy on Spelunky anymore.
Come grab a pair of shoes.
Science. There you go for it.
Oh wait.
Just take it. Just take everything. Just take everything.
Oh
okay.
yeah, don't leave.
We're not taking this seriously anymore, right? We're just trying to rattle off questions and finish this because this has been taking a while.
So, just some either or questions. Jetpack or Vlad's?
The thing is, the answer is both. It's Vlad's if you want to win, and Jetpack if you want to win fast or die trying. Like especially for CO. Like otherwise, if you're not good at the game and you keep taking Jetpack and dying in Neobab or CO, stop taking the Jetpack. Go get Vlad's instead. You'll be way more consistent. But Jetpack is way faster. And arguably easier to use if you're good at avoiding all the instant kills, all the fire damage. If I had to just like say which one I like the most right now, it's probably Jetpack. But that's just because it's faster, and speedrunning is one of the only other things I've been doing in this game. But recommendation-wise, try Vlad's if you just keep blowing up. There's a reason you keep blowing up. It's the thing on your back.
Vlad's cape. Sorry, yellow cape or hover pack?
Yellow cape. It would be hover pack if the hover pack was hold to hover, not toggle hover.
I don't think it is. Never mind. Yeah, it's so strange. I don't understand why. I don't get it.
Oh, you did it now. We're complaining territory.
Yeah. Sure,
so
we can go
the
straight
toggle
into...
the toggle is what is this level? The toggle is so bad. They took it off the yellow cape in Spelunky HD, and it's like, oh, that's great.
But they did it
got rid of that terrible mechanic.
They did it specifically so that
I don't know if it was intentional.
Oh no, it was. No, entirely was intentional. They wanted to make the yellow cape act more like the jetpack. That is why they did it. I have heard. I have
Well, no,
heard him
but
say
they
that.
put it
and
on
then
the hover pack.
and then they
That's the
added
thing.
a new item with the mechanic that they had just like. Oh man, I
don't know why. I would like the hover pack more than the yellow cape if it was literally only thing I want them to change is make it hold to hover and not toggle hover. That's the only thing that I don't care that it explodes.
Just give us an option. Just in options, give us an option to toggle it. Like I'm fine with that. That would be great.
Yeah, my reason for that is because it is desynchronized with my perception of what I think my character is doing. So I'm using the hover pack. I'm in a tight space. I have like the jelly or something chasing me.
I mean,
you wanna,
yeah,
just
sure.
go type-ul, whatever.
Yep. If you can, if you can leave quickly enough.
Okay, I'll go leave. Alright, so anyways, the problem is it gets desynchronized with my perception of what my character is doing because it's a toggle. Like, this is a fast-paced game. You don't do something and then look at your character to see if it happened. You assume that it happened. And if I assume I'm hovering, but I accidentally grazed a floor and switched to walking mode, I want to be able to hold A, so the instant I become airbound, or whatever it is, I'm not even using controller, I don't know why I said A. I want to be able to hold jump, so that the instant I'm airborne again, I go back to hovering, is what I want to do. Which brings up another problem with the system, and we'll get to that.
Okay.
But anyways, it doesn't work like that. So I touch something, I lose my hover, I don't realize I lose my hover, and I just straight up like walk into lava or spikes because of that. That is the sole reason that happens. Doesn't that happen with capes? With capes, it's different because I'm not expecting a hover. I'm expecting slow fall, which means I'm not assuming that I'm going to glide over danger with the cape.
Maybe there's a chance we can get them to add it to the options menu and just give the people who want it to keep it and switch it to you know what you'd expect it to be. I'm dead. Are you dead as well? Exactly the same time.
That was a murder. You just whipped me into the spikes and then killed yourself. You just did. That was a murder suicide.
It's fine.
Just whipped me into the spikes and then died immediately. But yeah, Kois segues into a very good point, which is the turkey. If you hold down the flutter button, or the hover, slow fall, whatever button with the turkey, you immediately start slow falling when you're moving downward.
Oh, I was trying to get a turkey to show you.
You're gonna demonstrate.
Yep.
I'm in full speedrun mode right now. I'm just going to the exit and leaving immediately. But for some reason, cape doesn't do that. Vlad's cape, I believe, doesn't do that either.
I'm dead.
The Vlad's cape was awful in HD, so I mean, we'll take what we can get, I suppose. And hover oh, there's a shopkeeper. I didn't realize we angered a man.
Should we do it low percent then, so we don't have?
I don't know. I mean, I'm well adapted to co-op low percent speedrun,
okay,
so I'm good with that.
Let's do that then.
I say as I proceed to kill myself on 1-1 immediately to a lizard.
Jungle of Volcana.
It's whatever side Colback's on. That's how I decide where to go when I'm doing these.
So you don't have a preference?
I do not care. Juggle's funnier because you go juggle temple if you get jungle. That's how I always do it.
Pastel spikes.
That's a low percent category. So that's what decides which second path you take as well. Get out of there. That's a bad shop. You don't want that stuff.
Pastel spikes. I would so be taking that right now. I'm on a learn how to find the black market and learn how to rob it grind. So I would have taken that very happily. If we find it, we can
pivot to that.
Sure.
So let's try to go jungle then, if you want to do that, just for funsies while we finish this off here.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, the hover toggle thing, I think I've made my complaint about that. It's awful. I wish there was an option, but they don't seem to want to update this game anymore, so I'm not holding my breath for it. It's something that might be moddable at some point. I have something on my to-do list to try to make a mod that does that. Yeah, you're fine. Yep, I don't know if I'll ever do it because I don't know how possible it is, and I don't know if it'll ever be like speedrun viable, but I mean, if this game reaches a point where they stop updating it, I wouldn't be surprised if like approved mods become a thing for speedruns. And I would hope that like a hold to hover mod might be one of those things that gets approved.
Yeah,
because I don't know that it inherently grants any advantage, or if it does grant an advantage, it's not significant. The item's not very good anyways, and it would be a lot more fun.
Yeah, currently I hate it.
I would understand it if they didn't. I would understand if they didn't
all.
approve it, because arguably it would make it a little easier to use the hover pack. Either way, I would have to look into whether it's even possible to make that mod in the first place, because I have no idea if it is.
There's a very small chance that there's a black market on the next level, I reckon.
I heard the cat here, right? So
Yeah,
it's on the next level.
the Sun Challenge was there.
Or was
anyway.
this supposed
did
to
you
challenge?
did you see the cat last?
Right,
No, definitely not.
No,
black
we
market.
missed it. It
That's
was
fine.
2-2.
That's okay. Do we do paste or spikes? Oh my god, I'm so lost track now. Did I ask you paste or spikes?
You did not ask me that.
Oh, okay.
Paste or spikes?
Yeah.
Spikes. I mean, I guess, what's the context here? Like, what type of run are we talking about?
Well, the context is generally answer the question really quickly and we move on. But
okay, well, the problem is the answer is different depending on whether it's CO or not. You're asking a washed-up speedrunner these questions, so it's going to be a different answer.
Fair. Oh no, it's done that weird thing. Oh.
No, we're fine. We're synced up.
Let's
so
stand still on this one. Okay, let's stand still on this one. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we could.
Now we can go
survive
separate sides.
Depending on where Olmec is initially, that's not always possible.
Oh, I didn't mean to try and get you.
Glad you didn't hit me with that. He's shooting because he
started
started
going
shooting
temple?
really early there.
Okay. I'll let you go to temple. So
Okay,
depends.
This is perfect time for questions. So I'm going to say spikes just in general because they're way more useful for killing things.
Yeah.
All the boss enemies, killing stuff instantly and CO later, killing Hundun quickly. Spikes are more useful than paste just in general for the purposes of murdering all the enemies. Paste is really great though, so I mean I see why you have that question.
Springs or mitt?
Springs. No contest. Mid is bad until CO. Springs are just always fun. For
Hold
me,
to
least.
run or hold to walk?
Hold to walk. I got Ligma.
Oh, well, I'm cursed. You're poisoned. Perfect combination.
Okay. Beautiful. We're both doomed.
Maybe one of us should die on this level. For example, me, like that.
Excellent. I didn't want your items anyways. Alright, so anyways, yeah, it's a hold to walk. I would be holding the run button for literally 95% of the run otherwise.
I'm... What? I didn't get cursed on the first run.
You got cursed again.
Well,
no, that wasn't the plan.
Well, I think I might have got back whipped by you, but I have a goldfish memory, so I'm dead.
Okay.
Rapid fire questions. Do you like climbing gloves? Again, no context.
Mostly.
Oh dear.
Oh my goodness gracious. I would say yes, generally speaking. The only time I wouldn't want them is a jetpack CO run. Otherwise, I would take them even for like a regular jetpack run, especially if I'm trying to be consistent. If I'm not just straight up going for speed. If I want to win and I lose my jetpack, the gloves might save the run.
Sure. Let's not go to temple this time.
Nice iframes.
Thanks.
It doesn't really matter where you go. Keep going. Keep asking
what
questions.
enemy do you hate the most?
Quillback.
Okay. Because it's so random, I guess.
No contest. He's so infuriating. You have to deal with him in every run differently in every speedrun category, and he feels just insufferably inconsistent. So like I would just have to say it's probably Quillback. Like there's other CO specific enemies that I despise for various reasons, but just in general I think I get mad at Quillback more than anything else in this game, just purely by virtue of how infuriating it is to get Quillback to do things. Like what's happening here in these runs, only to get back later skips 60% of the time. Because he's just in every run. Look at you just showing
60.
Oh, fine. I don't get to use it. I see how it is. No, it's fine. You just enjoy back later skip without me. Yeah, and they randomize Quillback's behavior in every patch, even though they don't document it. Just another fun, exciting thing that they do in these updates. At least they didn't break anything in the last one.
It's nice to learn what they've added without...
Oh, why would you rescue me with that? That's why you don't use pods to do that.
That's why
that's bad co-op etiquette. I was poisoned before I even woke up.
Okay, I don't know if you know this, but I'm just looking for clips. Like, I just need lots of really good clips.
I need to rescue you in 30 seconds.
Be fine. You'll be fine.
Quillback least favorite enemy. What was next?
Least favorite trap.
Least spark trap. 100%. Also, no question. It's
so dead again.
Dead from my Ligma. Spark Trap, 100%. Worst design trap in this game. Not even like, oh, it's too hard, I'm mad because bad. No, it's because it's a really badly designed trap. They trigger from too far away. You have to blind drop into them routinely in Neobab, especially in low percent runs. They're just a really bad trap.
But
and need to have been completely like rethought the way they work. I need to know where it is. Oh, I'm getting lizarded to death.
But it does make the game feel more like a pinball machine.
I don't mind the chaos. I mind the fact that spark traps do things before you know they're even there.
Yeah, but that's part of the fun.
No, that is not part of the fun. That's ow! This is just murder Cosine now? Like now that we're speed running, like just no limits. Just kill Cosine.
If it helps,
anything you just it didn't help at all. You just hit me with the matic when I was about to drop through that.
I'm not trying to murder you. If that helps.
It hurts.
I just figured it would be quicker if I took this. What? Why? Yeah, apparently not.
I like the chaos of the spark traps.
No,
this isn't a mad because bad issue. This is a there are some grating game design problems with the spark traps where you get unfair deaths.
Oh, what was that? Why didn't he backplayer skip that time? Oh my god.
Why do you think I answered coolback?
I hate him so much.
Alright, so we're doing low percent with Matic.
Yeah, well, it's
with
quicker, but it's basically like low percent, but you can skip bits. I need to read a question.
Yeah.
What is your favorite boss?
Favorite boss? Hundun, I think. I think Hundun is interesting because I feel like every time I die to Hundun, when I'm not doing floor strats, it's fair.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I could have avoided, something I did wrong.
Sure.
It feels like an interesting fight. There's a lot of different ways to solve it depending on what items you have. Do you have spike shoes? Do you have paste? Do you have a lot of bombs with no paste? Do you need to do low percent Hundun, which is very difficult, and which I think is fitting considering the challenge that low percent is supposed to be if you're getting that far. So I think Hundun is probably my favorite boss in the game.
What's your favorite mount?
Axolotl.
Favorite area?
Let's see.
I'm standing still.
I'm gonna dig down. I'm actually trying to think. Favorite area might... Believe it or not, it might actually be Temple. And the reason why I think it's Temple is because Temple is just exciting, I feel like.
Okay.
I don't know, it's hard to say. Temple poses interesting puzzles in the middle of the run. Like,
yeah.
Let's be clear, not in CO. We're talking regular game, not CO. I hate CO Temple. It's awful. Regular game Temple, I think, poses some very interesting puzzles that you need to solve in the middle of a run.
I'm so not low percenting, am I? I don't know. Just didn't rub the shop. I'm not thinking.
I don't know why we're doing any. Okay, you can have the Matic now. It's yours.
Okay. Oh damn.
Yeah, I think it might be Temple. Like, I feel like Tide Pool's just kind of boring. I hate Dwelling. I mean, I've been to Dwelling a million times. Volcana, you just get hit by Magmars and stuff. I think it's Temple. Temple's the most, like, exciting one. I like having a reason to go there, as long as it's not CO.
Sure.
My favorite is CO is the easiest one, which is Tide Pool or Ice Caves. Probably Tide Pool. Tide Pool's less likely to have flaming bodies hit you because there's only one thing that could do that. It very rarely spawns.
What's your least favorite area?
Least favorite, I would have to say it's probably Neobab or Dwelling. Like, it might be Dwelling from the perspective of a speedrunner, simply because I have to play this area in every single run and reset to spark trap, or not spark traps, arrow traps and lizards in like every single run until I get a run started, and then I can actually play the part of the game that's fun. That's kind of my perspective on that.
I was trying to land back in that. Never mind.
Oh, I just did the YOLO ledge grab where I just decided to wing it and still managed to pull it off.
Nice.
And Alright, well, we already validated this run anyways.
That's fine.
But, like, least favorite as far as just general gameplay, it might be Neo Babylon, just because I feel like there's the most unfair deaths in Neo Babylon. I didn't even notice the Matic was there. I feel like it just has the most unfair deaths.
Yeah.
Like things where you can't just say skill issue, because it was literally, that would have been a skill issue if that UFO had killed me, but it wouldn't be a skill issue if there was a spark trap directly below me pointing upward, and I died to that because I had
Yeah.
no way of knowing it was there. And that's like goes back to the problem with the spark traps. But the spark traps are the reason why I do not like Neobab. Otherwise, I would probably pick a different level, maybe something like Jungle. But Neo feels unfair. I die, especially in speedruns, I die a lot to things that I feel like I could not have avoided, even if I had like had the clairvoyance to know it was going to happen. Like
Especially
even
low
knowing a
percent.
spark trap was below us during that drop would not have saved us if it was pointing straight up.
Yeah.
We would have just got hit by it. Whereas you going off path like that would have been a skill issue. This
Oh, yeah.
Neobab has so many problems with unfair deaths. And one of the things I love about like Spelunky in general is the aspect of brutally hard but fair mechanics, and Neo Babylon is not that.
Yep.
Neo Babylon is brutally hard, and you just die to things that were not your fault, that you had no control over.
Should we try and
you
bubble
wanna
skip with our 0 bombs?
What would buddy skip? We would have to wait for a UFO.
We can do that. We've got some more questions, so we can do that.
Well, I'll do this for a little while we see if we get anything.
Wait, I actually don't know how to do buddy skip. Is that a thing?
It's a thing. One player jumps out of the
Okay.
other's hands and then jumps a
Oh,
second. I think
God.
a second time to get the bubble to bob down far enough.
Oh god,
I've never
no.
done it. I've never done it with
Okay.
anyone. It's probably
All right.
not happening.
Yeah, fair enough. I could just die so that we can kill Tiamat then.
Yeah, I'm
what's your favorite
executing
crown in the
poorly
game?
on this. Favorite crown? It'd have the eggplant crown, I think, just because it's so different.
Yeah.
I assume this is between Crew Crown and Eggplant Crown because the other two crowns are just Resident Sleeper. How did I get that jump? And we're not done
Pretty
yet, right?
much.
So I'll go commit die so we can keep going.
Oh
here.
wait, no. Never mind.
No.
No. Take the win. We can go through the last few questions
Okay.
during the cutscene.
I just
fine.
got hit by the tentacle. Didn't even get stunned. They don't work correctly. I don't understand those things at all.
What are your 3 favorite items to see in a shop? Like on display in a shop.
It's probably, I'm from the perspective of how I play the game most, which is co-op runs. It's probably like jetpack, teleporter, and paste, which is also basically a speedrun loadout. But I enjoy that shop for the purposes of the possibilities it opens up in co-op.
Jetpack, teleporter, and paste.
Yeah, like that.
How would
I don't even know. I'm not sure if
you wouldn't
paste
be
can
able to
spawn
see the
in the
paste.
same
No,
shop.
no,
Oh, you were. Oh, I thought you were just like saying a
So
hypothetical.
like you see a shop and you're like, oh, amazing.
Well, swap the paste.
because
Swap
you can
the
see
paste
them
for
right there.
swap the paste for like a Matic or something
yeah.
instead. So I have my choice of whether or not I want the teleporter or the Matic. Like basically, I just described the any percent shop at this point. But like I'm thinking from the perspective of co-op runs, I like that shop because like everybody gets a different item that's useful in the run, so they can all collectively play the run a different way. You get the jetpack person, the teleport person, and the Matic player.
Yeah.
And that's always a lot of fun when you have that loadout because it opens up a ton of possibilities later on in the run when things get scuffed inevitably. It's also really good for speed runs, but I get that like 150 shops, so it's a treat, but not something I've come to expect to ever happen.
If you could change 3 things about the game, what would it be, or what would they be?
How big are the things I change allowed to be?
Up to you. Just time to rant.
Sorry,
Go
so
for it.
remove Cosmic Ocean and replace it with a different ending that is more in the vein of the Hell ending in Spelunky HD. Like just gone. What like you can keep the theme, the concept, the jelly, the orbs, but completely rework it into something that is not a 2-hour slog of bad game design with levels that have like no organization, with a loop that just has random garbage falling at terminal velocity that can just end your run at any second, and a mandatory need to have like a Kapala or 80 health to survive the whole endeavor because you're going to get poisoned by the first temple level you step into. So that's a big one, but yeah, completely redo the CO, replace it with something else. It could be like 8 levels of like each theme or something, like back to back with all the spawns turned up to 11. Just anything that isn't a 2-hour slog of bad game design. I wish the CO did not exist if it was just something different instead.
Yeah.
Other things I would change. This is a broad one as well. I'm making some broad like statements here, but basically consistency in game mechanics across items. Like we were talking about the hover pack and the cape and the turkey all having like different fluttering mechanics. That needs to all be the same. I want those all to work in the exact same way so that I don't have to just like forget how certain things work. There's more jank with like back items and mounts and stuff as well. Like if you get on an axolotl with a jetpack and jump 3 times, like which one happens first? And the answer is you teleport, but then you're unable to dismount the axolotl until you touch the ground. It's literally physically impossible to dismount an axolotl while you have a jetpack on until you use the teleport and then touch the ground. Like you can't jump off of it once you've used the air jump. I think if you don't have a back item, you can. So there's so much jank with regard to like just the order of inputs and how items behave when you try to jump and interact with mounts. That's the second thing I would change. The third thing I would change, I think, is like go clean up the co-op system. Like co-op works and it's great, but like having like a proper rejoin mechanic or a lobby system where you could like express your intent with the run to like not go to the cosmic ocean and fix the sinking issue as well, like make the Switch not a potato console, or fix the liquid physics or something crashing as well. Like there's just co-op feels unfinished. As much fun as it is, as much as I love co-op, it feels so unpolished. There's so many problems with it, especially if you have one player that has like bad performance. And if you disconnect or crash for any reason, there's no rejoin mechanic. You can't go to the camp, you can't use the shortcuts, you can't do seeded runs. It just kind of pitches you into a run. And then the optimal strategy is to actually kill yourself at the end of the run instead of going through the door, because otherwise you have to watch like an unskippable cutscene followed by fading out of the credits, watching the rocket ship land, get back in the lobby, recreate it, give the code to all of your nincompoops, have somebody type in the wrong code, and it's basically like 2 or 3 minutes of downtime before you've reconstructed your group so you can have another go at it. So like generally in all the runs I do with people routinely, we just, someone stands at the door, notes the time, and then everybody dies so that we can just start another one. So that would be the third thing. Just polish co-op to be like feel like a finished product that just works smoothly and lets you do everything in the game, but with friends on the internet instead of friends in real life. Because I mean, I don't got no people in real life that want to play this game with me. I only have the internet, and I ain't doing this over remote play. Oh man, input delay. No, thank you. So there you go. Those are my 3 unreasonably large things I would change about this game.
And to finish off then, in percentage, how much do you love and how much do you hate this game? And those 2 numbers do not need to add up to 100.
Oh man, I gotta answer like 100% for both of those things.
Fair enough.
It's one of those things. I think I dislike this game more now than I did when I started playing it, but that's just a byproduct of the fact that I played it so much. You get to a point in this game, like the skill level I'm at, where you stop dying to mistakes that you made, and you start dying to things that the game is doing that feel unfair. Like it might still be a skill issue, but here's one for instance that like just pisses me off every time it happens. Is I'm poisoned. I'm holding a teleporter. I try to put the teleporter down. The poison tick kicks in 1 frame before I put the teleporter down. Guess what inputs I'm holding? I'm holding down and use item. I teleport straight down into the floor because of that interaction and die. Technically a skill issue, but incredibly frustrating because it's like it's just another weird quirk of the game that killed me that I just need to remember. It doesn't feel like I did anything wrong other than just forget that I was a few frames away from my poison tick knocking me up into the air.
Yeah.
Just like weird interactions like that. Like that sounds like such a mundane, like specific thing, but I've died to that like 3 times. And you get really upset when that becomes the reason why your run ends after you play perfectly. You get all the way to like CO or something. You get poisoned by a cobra, and then in the next level you teleport down into like the jelly or some solid terrain or something and die. Like I basically think I've hit the wall, like the RNG wall in this game, as far as like speedruns are concerned, and I've sort of hit like the skill level where more of my deaths are the result of, like, other than blatant mistakes in like the dwelling or something, like more of my deaths seem to be the result of like very obscure game interactions getting me killed that I just feel aren't fun or fair or interesting to die to. I don't learn anything from them.
Yeah.
So that's why the dislike level of the game has gone up to 100%, but the like level is still 100% because I have gotten 2,000 hours of enjoyment out of this game, and I wouldn't be playing it if I actually didn't want to play it.
Is it like?
So that's how that boils down.
Is it nearly exactly 2,000 hours?
I can get the exact number. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure, why not? I think I have
Feel
this
free.
open. Yeah, I have my library open. Spelunky 2. 2,711.8
That's a
hours.
lot more than 2,000.
I think about 500 of those hours
Oh,
are
okay.
me standing around writing scripts. That's
Fair
why I
enough.
say
Fair
2,000
enough.
hours, because
Yeah.
it's me. The game is running in the background, and I'm just basically writing scripts. I'm not actually playing the game. My actual play time is closer to 2,000.
And final question, if you had the choice to go back and do it all over again, would you spend more, less, or the same amount of time playing this game?
Let's see, I'm trying to think, like, as opposed to doing something else with my life. If
Yeah,
I
yeah.
knew that this
I
is
was
where I was going to
half
get.
expecting you to say I would have never picked the game up at all.
No, I would. No, that's not the answer at all. I would have absolutely
no.
played this game. I'm trying to think if the answer is more or less. I feel like I might have started speedrunning sooner.
Yeah.
Like, if I had realized like what path I was going to eventually take, I think I would have gotten into speedrunning this game sooner.
Sure.
When it was a little less competitive, so I could have just like been a little higher up at the start. Felt like I was
Yeah.
more of a participant in the speedrunning scene for this game as categories got added before it got optimized in the way that HD did. And like, I don't care that much about my rank. It doesn't mean that much to me. What I'm talking about is like just the phase of discovery for speedrunning this game, when people were learning new things, finding out all the intricacies, all the tricks and skips. And I was sitting here, not streaming, not really paying a lot of attention to the speedrun scene. And all that magic just kind of happened without me. And while I've still made my contributions regarding science, I wish I had gotten into that a little bit sooner. And if I had been a streamer at the time, that would have probably gotten me into that scene a lot earlier. So that's my biggest regret with with how I did this. And if I could go back, I would definitely enter the speedrunning scene sooner.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for coming on. It was a pleasure. And hopefully I'll get to play with you again soon. As you know, I do Viewer Cop on what day? The first Friday of every month. You've jumped in a couple of times now. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. Yeah.
We're gonna skip the rapid fire questions. I've made you go like way
No.
over time, I think.
I've gone way over time. It's fine, no problem. Hope you had a good time.
All right, all good. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, we'll probably drop into one of your co-ops at some point.
Cool.
It's basically just random whether or not I'm on or not. But
Sounds good.
Thanks for having me. See ya.
See you soon. YouTube, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you wouldn't mind leaving a comment and a like, it really does help the algorithm get me to more people. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.